killing my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
What's up, dirty dogs?
Hello?
What up, everybody? Good morning. Happy hump day. It's good to see you. What's up, Rob? What's up, Beej? What's up, Jim? Crazy Horse, Tom, Hannah, Lisa, Bach, Unspired, Dancing Foot, Wendy, Lit Dad. It's good to see you guys. We're still on blue screen. We're still here early. What's up, Billy? Billy. What's up, Legend? How are you? What's up, Cass, Dodgers, Francine? It's good to see you. Hi, Chrome. So any minute now, we'll get going here. I was busy watching that. I don't know if any of you guys have been watching that Rebecca Grossman trial. It's been pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, man. The twists and the turns in that case. Oh, boy. Involving a ex-pitcher who played for the Dodgers and the Yankees and the Twins. And man, craziness. Yeah, Beej, until things get back to normal, I think they're going to have to bring back public comment soon, like on the phone. And when they start doing that, maybe we'll come back to it. But for now, it's just too much of a waste. I waste 2 hours of my day waiting for it, set it up, get it all ready, waiting, and then all of a sudden, we get 20 minutes and then we're done. So to me, it's like the squeeze isn't worth the juice. You know what I mean? I just feel that way. I just feel like it's not. You know, it's not what it used to be. Same with like Tuesdays, doing Tuesday shows for regular Smoke and Scan stuff. It used to be a great chase day. It used to be exciting, and you know, not a lot of people are on anymore. No more real chases. Chases are just dying off apparently. So, yeah, I'm just it's kind of where I'm at right now with it. You know, I feel like I'm spinning my wheels. You know, that's all. Let me do this real quick here. You need a racket to look through and call out the name And I see BJ and Crazy Horse and Man and Dodgers and Gauze. Oh boy. Lakers injuries cost them another championship probably. Well, could be. Am I watching a movie? No. I'm watching blue screen, like you. Exactly, Beach. I think that's just where we should be right now. You know, it's plenty also. That's at least three a week, not including when we get chases. I don't want to be on every day anymore. It's like, you know, the ad revenue's been cut so bad and everything. It's like I could make more money just doing eBay than sitting here. And not that it's all about the money. Surely it's not. It's just I feel like I'm not getting anything done. You know what I mean? And other areas of my life are like hanging on by a string because I'm spreading myself so thin. What's up, Ian? How are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Hi, Fifu. So I just feel like less is more in that sense. And when things get better, hey, I'm here. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. Any minute now we should get this show on the road, but we shall see. Good morning to you too, Fifu. What's up, Pound and Ground? Good morning. Yeah. Spencer Pratt is the only hope for LA. Pretty much. Everyone is broke. No, Jockey, you know, I've been saying it for years, right? How many times have I told you? And people say, why don't you just do the membership thing? Just for $1. Well, I'll give $1. I mean, I haven't even wanted to do that, right? I could have done that a long time ago. I haven't. People are broke, but it's not even about having to deal with people donating at all. I don't know if you've noticed. Ask anybody who goes on to like Twitch, even YouTube too. The ad revenue has been cut to about 20% of what it used to be. So I'm now making 20% of what I used to make. So, Ian, thank you so much. Please don't do that. And that's not what I'm asking for. Again, I'm just explaining to you guys where it's at. Like, I'm sure that, forget what I'm saying to you right now. I'm positive if any of you watch YouTube and Twitch, there's got to be somebody else that you've watched that has told you about this ad revenue issues. Even some of the biggest ones like Asmongold and those guys. You got premium? Well, you have to now with YouTube with all those fucking ads, right? You can't just sit there. You can go miss everything. And they just raised it, right? Isn't it now $21 instead of like $18.99? So yeah. That's all. So I'm just trying to make it affordable for everybody, not make it, I just wanted it back the way it was, where nobody was paying. The ad revenue was good, paid for everything, and I just didn't feel like I was wasting time. Now it's almost to the point where it's a waste of time. I mean, I need to let you know that on Twitch last month, I just got paid from Twitch last month, and my total for the entire month was $302 for an entire month. Now, and I know I could go get a job right now at Jersey Mike's, make sandwiches, and make more than that. I could work at Subway and make more than $300 in a month making sandwiches. In fact, I could go to Portugal and pick fruit and make €1,000 a month. That's all I got to do is go pick fruit in Portugal. Guys, thank you. I appreciate you guys. So it is what it is. YouTube is toxic sludge and a pink mist of ads and greed. It absolutely is, Bill. I mean, I've gone the longest to not getting sponsorships and doing the membership thing and all that, but you ask any creator, forget me for a second, and just ask them what's going on with the ad revenue and stuff. So you'll see. Before it used to be profitable and fun and buy extra stuff, and now it's just like you're barely paying for anything, and you feel like you're just on hours and hours and hours to make nothing. So if that's the point, then I might as well just do my other jobs and make money. You know what I mean? Hi, Christy. Yeah, they should be any moment, Brandon. I mean, they should have started 2 minutes ago. By 10:15, they should already be started. So, and it's 10:17 at my clock. Sean, thank you so much, Sean. It's good to see you, buddy. So that's how, What about Indian fruit? Well, I don't know. I don't think people are going to India to pick fruit. In fact, the Indians are coming from India, from Bangladesh and places like that to go to Portugal to pick their fruit. I'm on Kick. Kick doesn't make any money, cats. Nothing. I make nothing on Kick. In fact, I'd be lucky to say on my entire time of a couple years on Kick, I don't think I've made $500 in a couple years on Kick or Rumble. I think I made $200 maybe one time on Rumble. Some people sending 5, 10, and I didn't even know I had it, and I went in there and just took it out. So, yeah, the revenue's dying, and like somebody said, people are broke. I agree. I've said it for the last 3 years, and right now it's only worse, right? We haven't gotten any relief from gas or food prices or anything that's really gone down, right? Just to be honest, we're all going through that, everybody. So there is that. Well, Timmy, I'm not saying that I'm going to stop doing it. I didn't say that. For me to be on every day, hours a day, is useless. I'm not going to do that anymore. It's just too much. When I'm on Monday, 2 shows for Tuesday, 1 show for Wednesday, 2 shows for Friday, not including chases. You know what I mean? You say to yourself, that's 5 shows, not including chases. That's work every day. So, that's all. That's all I'm saying. AI and clickbait ruining YouTube, changing its useless tube. Yeah, Shill, it's definitely a lot of that. I was telling you the other day, I was tripped out on how many people use those fake, or not fake, but AI generated thumbnails. You know what I mean? I just take a picture of whatever's on there and throw it up. I don't care. I want you to see what we're watching, not some cartoonish thumbnail that I've put together about what we should be seeing. I don't want to see that. And everybody's doing it now. It's like you go down and there's 10 thumbnails, 7 of them are AI now. I am my own boss, yes, thankfully. Knock on wood. Would I ever change format? Well, the problem is you can't really do that, Ron. People come here, they found me for police chases, so that's what they want me to do. They want me to shut up and show police chases. Even this shit is annoying to them. Okay, even this, they don't want to see this. How long did I have to fight people? Dude, you're changing, you're becoming political, you're this, you're that, you're Matt, you're this. All because of just showing you what's going on in the city. Just trying to give you a little more extra because there's no chases, you know? So, I just don't think it would work as far as changing things. Now, of course, you could always start another channel. Has nothing to do with whatever we're doing here. You could do that, surely. Don't know if it would take off, you know. Not to say that this show has, but you know what I mean. It has a little bit of following, this show. Dirt Fan, thank you so much for the current streak of 25. I appreciate you, Dirt Man. Let's go. So that's all. That's all I'm saying. Not a rant, I'm just talking. I love the cards, city council, and chases. I show up for it all. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mandy and Sean. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, see, cards, too. People hated it when I first started opening the cards. Don't fucking... Dude, what the fuck? What are you opening cards for? Some people hated it. They wrote me letters. The fuck are you doing? This shit, I'm unfollowing. I didn't follow you for this shit. So, yeah, people get angry. So, it is what it is, man. Can't make everybody happy. I do my best, and yeah. Well, I'm not sad or anything, Dinger. It's just I'm being honest with you guys, and because people ask me, why don't you come on Tuesday anymore? Why don't you do this anymore? Well, that's why. It's just not, the squeeze ain't worth the juice anymore. YouTube has definitely changed a lot. They will, Dom. I like unpacking cards too, and I'd like to open more cards, but we can't because it's too expensive. That's just not good. Too expensive. Smoke and Scan Plus? What's that? Figure out something that generates traffic for the... Well, she'll, you know, again, really what I'd have to do is stop doing the weed smoking and all that. And talking the way I do, which is why people come here. People come here for my mouth and the weed a lot of the times, even the ones who don't like weed. Because it's different. You know what I mean? So, everything is changing? Yes. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And thank you, XPT. I appreciate you. Thank you, Unknown. I mean, yeah, I mean, come on. I've done it for 8 years. In 8 years, I've never done any sponsorships. 8 years, I've never charged you for memberships. 8 years. Never. In fact, the first 3 years, I don't know if any of you guys are that old. Some of you in here might be that old that remember when I first started. But if you do remember, for the first 3 years of this show, there wasn't one donation link. Nothing. In fact, you guys told me, please just put it up already so we can send some money your way. And then, of course, you guys did. Of course you guys did. And you've been doing it ever since. But for 3 years, that was me paying for everything. The internets, the light, the restream, all of it. And not making any money on top of that. Dinger, thank you so much. For a 90s Tops pack, I don't even know if you get that for $1.99 anymore. Even some 90s Tops, man. I don't even know. Start a channel showing what you do for eBay business? There's a ton of those people, I think, that do that, Dodge. There's a ton of people that show you. I mean, how many times can I show you how I pack up cards? Or do you really want to watch me pack up cards? Probably not. It's not exciting. It's not fun. You're going to have 12 people in the room all day. That'll be that. Yeah, Brennan, I get it. You know, I started it then because of the police chases being so prevalent on Tuesdays. But now we can't get chases any day, right? When was the last time you saw like a good televised chase? Hasn't it been a couple weeks? Probably. At least 2 weeks, probably, since we've had even just any chase. Anything that's actually made it to the news. Okay? Because we know there's 30 a day that don't make it to the news. I'm talking when they get on the news. And where are these fucking ding-dongs, bro? Where are these dummies, bro? They're only 10 minutes late. Thank you, Duran. Yeah. Thank you, Dirt Fan. Appreciate you. Well, maybe lit that. Maybe I would be. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Collab with Patty Mayo and go bounty hunting. I haven't seen Patty in here in a while. He used to come by and say hello, donate a few times. Haven't seen him in a bit. Probably ran him away with my mouth. That's what I do. Yeah, it's been a long time, right, Maul? You know, fucking sucks. I mean, not even here, too. Like, you know, like, what happened to all the chases in, like, Florida and Texas that we used to watch? You know what I mean? A good chase in, like, Chicago or something. Somewhere in Illinois. We ain't getting nothing. There's, like, nothing that's getting on. Being on time is racist? Ah. Got it, I didn't know. Start opening packs. It's crime. You're crazy. You're talking about, look, just because people show up doesn't mean I'm getting paid. And the fact is that you see these people that, like, open boxes, right, on YouTube. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about, like, legitimate card channels. That's what they do. All about cards, open packs, talk about cards, nothing else. Those folks get enough clicks from the ad money to buy a box. And then they just buy the box with the money they've made. Do you understand? And then they keep recycling that over and over, and hopefully you get a good big hit, and then you sell that, and that pays for the video too. You know what I mean? Then you can kind of push people towards your eBay channels, or most of these guys have like Whatnot. So you go on Whatnot, and they've got like those live auctions, and you push your people to the live auction site. So yeah. Javier, we're fucking waiting for these motherfuckers to show up. That's what's happening. I mean, is this shit not on? No, it's live. It's on. It's live. On 2 channels. I have it on both screens, so that's 2 different channels. As you can see the coloration difference. One's so much more dark and rich. Okay? So they should be on right now. They're not. I can't help that. Usually they start by 10:15 a.m. and it's 10:27. I can't help that the DEI hires haven't shown up for work today. When clearly it says May 13th, and I'm pretty sure it's May 13th. It says May 13th on my phone. So it says it on my phone, so that means it probably is May 13th. It says it there that there's an agenda in a council meeting, May 13th. One would assume they would start now, but I don't know. Maybe it's crazy in there. You never know, guys. It could be fucking packed and, you know what I mean, and yelling and screaming and, you know, 10,000 beggars deep. They're trolling smoking scans? You think so? They don't care about smoking scans. Most of them don't know it exists. I'm sure of it. David, what do you think about police? Jasmine, I think police are great. Most of them. Is there some bad ones? Sure. Should the bad ones get fired? Absolutely. Because they make the good ones look bad. Good and bad and everything, Jasmine. Priests that touch kids' dicks. Does that mean all priests are bad? No. There's teachers that fuck their students. Men and women teachers that fuck their students. Does that mean they're all bad? No. So same with cops. Cops are no different. You're going to have good and bad in everything. There's nothing that there's not one career choice that you could give me today that where everybody's good. Is every baker good? Haven't you ever had a shitty muffin? Is every house painter good? I've seen some pretty shitty houses painted. Where they paint over the door lock, and they paint on your window, and they paint on the door hinges. But wait, you're supposed to put paint on the wall, not on my hinges. Okay? So no matter what we do in life, okay, whether we build roads, dig ditches, doesn't matter. There's good and bad of it all. And that's the way I look at it. What's up, monkey? I didn't even see anything of that, Jasmine. And if she's stepping down because she did something bad, then great. Or he or she, great, fantastic. Do I sell on district? I don't even know what district is. Hold on. 13, what the fuck? 13 injured in Santa Clarita crash involving bus and big rig. Oh, boy. Hopefully the kid's all right, man. Not too badly injured. Hopefully it's just scrapes. Oy, oy, oy. Well, there's that, Dodgers, absolutely. But indoctrination is just as bad as sometimes touching them. I mean, maybe not as bad, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't good for them. Neither are good. Neither are positive. Oh, they have it on Channel 11? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I just got the alert on the phone. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know what these fucking ding-dongs are doing. Just goes to show you how DEI works. They show up and work when they want to work, not when they're supposed to work. You know how it works. Okay, I see it now, Stu. Jesus, that's a huge gravel truck. Oh, and it was a city bus. 13. Okay, not a school bus. Good. Might as well watch this for a second. Leveling Out with Stu. Shout out to Stu. Go chat with Stu, the legend. Santa Clarita. Looks like a gravel truck versus a city bus. Jesus, and a car or a truck underneath the truck. Do you see that? You see the red cab of the truck? Look underneath it. There's another truck or car right there. Holy smokes. And we know, look at the gravel truck. Look at the skid marks from that gravel truck. How hard it came around that corner. Whoa, it must have lost its brakes. It's the only thing I can think of. Look, when he goes up, look to the top left of the screen. Look at the skid marks. Look at the skid marks, bro. It must have come down that hill and lost its brakes, and he just fucking yanked it and just... You think he was speeding? If he was speeding, he was really speeding. But I would say, you know, again, you can lose your brakes. Got a load of gravel coming down that little grade. All of a sudden, your brakes go out. The bus and everything else is just sitting there, and, you know, you just try to turn it and whack. I think that's really what happened. Pushed the bus onto the curb, and obviously 13 people were hurt on that bus, and you could see it's got a full load of gravel that shifted. Where's Pepe? There he is. There's fucking Pepe. Is that him? I don't think it's Pepe. So there's 4 cars involved. Look at that thing. Little Hyundai got wrecked, or Kia. Yeah, they're still not on it. They're still not at work yet. Yeah, pretty crazy accident here. Santa Clarita Sheriff Department there all night. Got a mass casualty incident here with many hurt. Of course, with 13 hurt, got to get them all to the hospital. And now the hospital gets overwhelmed. Man, these guys are stupid. Totally, yes. Did he have a valid driver's license? I don't know. I don't know if it's somebody who knows how to speak English or not. In fact, I watched a video yesterday of a lady calling into the DMV in Chicago asking if they're still allowing people to take the driver's test in another language, and of course they said yes. And then what was even more surprising is she says, hey, I've got, you know, my uncle, he only knows Spanish, and is it okay if I go with him in the car while you do the driver's test, and I can relay the information to him. So when you say something to him, you can say it to me and I will say it to him. And they said, oh, yeah, that's no problem. Like, huh? Okay, so it's great. So we know he doesn't know how to read English or drive, but it's okay that we have somebody else translate it for him. Are they going to be translating for him when he drives every day? Probably not. Still not there. Still not at work. Yeah, I don't know what the driver's ethnicity is. And it doesn't matter at this point. Whoa. You big stinky cat. You big stinky cat. Baby. Hold on. Stinks is here. Get him in here. Little baby kids. Stinky cat. You stinky little cat. Should have never been allowed. Yes, no. Don't make India great again. What wasn't great to begin with? Usually when places are great, people don't get up and leave. That's just real. There's a reason why they come here. Everybody bitches and complains about this country, but yet they all come here. And funny enough as it is, after they bitch and complain and get here, what happens? They always stay. They almost always stay. Dude, look at all the gravel. I didn't even see that, too. The other gravel dumped onto the side. What a mess to have to pick up. Ay, ay, ay. City property involved with the damaged curb, too. That gravel hauler's done. And they demand shit, yes. Day 2 beach of drinking it black. It's good. I really think it was what you told me. I was just an overgrinder. I wasn't doing it right. It's really the difference. You don't want that bitter ass coffee? Learn from Beach. Just don't overgrind. Don't overgrind your coffee, because then it becomes bitter. Shit was loaded. That's what I'm saying. He was probably coming down that little grade, and it doesn't seem like it's steep, but that little bit could be 20% grade or whatever, and he's coming down the hill, and all of a sudden the brakes aren't working. So what do? Instead of going further down the hill, you try to cut it to the right, make a steep cut. And boy, oh boy, see what happened. I mean, dude, look at the skid marks, bro. That thing skidded for 40, 50 feet before it even hit the bus. That thing was bang. Yep, they're still waiting. I'm still waiting. We wouldn't be waiting watching Stu as much as we love Stu. There's nothing to do with Stu. We want to watch the LA City Council, but they're just always late. That's what happens. I think he was flying, Javier. Could be. I mean, usually these folks that drive these trucks they're bright. They're not dummies for the, you know what I mean? They know what they're doing. They understand that going too fast, especially with a load of gravel, is going to shift. Especially gravel. It's going to shift. Man, what a mess. But thankfully, nobody was killed. That's the best part. We can fix the trucks. We can get new shit. We can get a new curb. Some new grass. No, Devin. Tomorrow, on Friday. Friday will be our show. Unless there's a chase. If there's a chase, then we'll be on for sure. They're having a snack with Ulysses. They must be, because they're still not here. They just keep playing the same blue screen over and over. Because we were at the end of the blue screen. Then all of a sudden, boom. Oh. That's it, Ian. That is killed. His driving career is probably done. Yeah. Especially if they find out, like Javier's saying, if he was flying, he was speeding, and it wasn't like a brake failure like I'm thinking. Oh, yeah. You're in trouble. Coming in way too hot. You knew better. You fucking knew better. See, now, this is the ending. Okay, this is the disclaimer, and it should be, where we start going right now. We start doing our show. And I'm looking on my phone, and I'm not late, because even on my phone it's still showing this blue screen, so I'm just making sure that maybe my computers aren't sitting back 5 minutes or something. I don't know. Did it hit electrical lines? Where? I see the lines above it, but I don't think it hit any. Did it? Yeah, I don't think it hit the lines. Lines are too high up. Nice breezy day in Santa Clarita. George Holiday enabled Watts Troll Farms. Okay, I don't even know what that is. I don't know who he is, or don't know none of that. Alright, we'll just go back to here, I guess. See, that's not Pepe. That's one like Pepe. Freeway towing? Yeah, because that's not Pepe. That's a hell of a rig, though. Look at that thing. Fucking tires. And that's all dualies. Like in the back, I'm pretty sure that's 2 tires a side. So I'm guessing that's 12 tires and just in the rear to hold that the rear part of the rig up. See, and then you got another one right there, which could be Pepe. What a fucking mess, dude. And who's the person that has to come and scoop all that rock up? I mean, are they just going to bring a backhoe from up the street? Because I'm assuming he came from the side up the street. Oh, they finally starting. Here we go. Fucking finally. Look how packed it is.
It's Wednesday, the 13th day of May in
Packed.
the year 2026. Our apologies for starting late
I'm
this
sure.
morning. Mr. Clerk,
I'm sure.
Let's begin by calling the roll.
Blumenfield, Harris Dawson, Hernandez,
24
Hutt,
times.
Parado, Lee, McOsker,
What does it say?
Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky,
I knew it'd be
11
packed
members
in
and a
here.
quorum, Mr. President.
All right. First order of business.
Approval of the minutes of May 12th, 2026.
Councilman Nazarian
Bro, look at
moves.
all the
Councilmember
oil
Blumenfield
underneath that
seconds. What's
rig.
next?
Holy shit.
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
It's going to be such a
Councilmember
mess to clean
Hernandez
up.
moves. Councilmember Rodriguez seconds.
All that oil.
Can we run through our agenda?
Items 1 through 3 are items noticed for public hearings. Items 4 and 5 are items for which public hearings have been held. Items 6 through 20 are items for which public hearings have not been held. Please note, for item number 19, there is a journal correction. For the fiscal impact statement, the city clerk reports that for option 1, if the council determines to adopt the proposed initiative ordinance, there would be no additional financial impact relative to election costs. For option 2, if the city council determines to submit the proposed ordinance to the electorate at the November 3rd, 2026 general municipal election, there will be zero to minimal additional financial impact relative to election costs, since there will be citywide races included on the ballot. 10 votes are required for consideration.
All right. Without objection, those items are now before us. Now is the time for
He likes just for men suits.
specials. Councilmember Rodriguez.
Just for men.
Thank you. Item
Or
5.
no, what is
for
that?
an
Men's
amendment
Warehouse.
and
Sorry,
comments.
Men's Warehouse.
Okay. Item
Just for
number
men's.
5.
The hair dye.
Councilmember Hernandez.
Hi, thank you, Council President. I would like to
Aye.
continue item 8 for 1 month, please.
All right.
And that would be to Friday, June 12th, 2026.
All right. Councilmember Price.
Thank you, Mr. President. Out of abundance of caution, I'm recusing myself from
Of course you are. Get out of here.
because my wife's employer has worked with the organization on this item in the past.
All right. Item number 4, recusal for Councilmember Price. Any other specials members?
Of course I've seen it, Benson. He's had that
All
up
right.
for years.
Um,
And notice how it's perfectly
Clerk, what
placed
items
so you can
are
read it.
available for consideration at this time?
It's not like he's
None at this
drinking
time,
and
Mr.
using
President.
it.
Would the
It's
council
so you
like to
can
move on
see
to
it.
public
It's a
comment?
statement.
All right. Before we go to public comment, I want to yield to Councilmember
It's a
Price for
gaslighting
special
statement.
introduction.
That's
Thank you, Mr.
virtue
President. We've got
signaling
a
at its
visitor
finest.
from Washington, D.C. with us today. My dear friend Frank Smith Jr. Frank, stand up, please. Frank is a,
Thank you, you
is
big
a
dummy.
hero and an advocate of the civil rights movement, was active, a founding member of SNCC, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee,
SNCC.
back in the day. Yeah,
Nick.
served as a member
Founding
of the
member of
Washington, D.C.
SNCC.
City Council, I think 2 terms or 3 terms, Frank? 4
4 terms. I don't know nothing about
And
him.
is currently the
I don't know
founder
nothing
and
about him.
president
4
of the
terms. I thought it was 2.
African American Civil War Museum in Washington, D.C. that's going to chronicle the history and legacy of black soldiers during the Revolutionary War, during the Civil War. And so we just want to welcome Frank with us today.
Snicker.
Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Never heard of it.
Mr. City Attorney, if you can prepare us for public comment.
You don't even know him. I'm trying to fucking celebrate. Bro, you don't even know
Yes,
me.
Mr. President. To people providing public
Bro, look at the
comment,
hair today.
When it's your turn to speak, please state which of the agenda items you'd like to speak to.
Bro,
You'll have
fire
1 minute per
your
item,
barber.
Up to 3 minutes total for the items
Is your mom
open for
combing your
public
hair in the
comment.
morning for you?
When speaking
Well,
on
who's
the
doing
agenda
it?
items, you must
You sit
be
on the
topic.
toilet and she combs
Our
it for
goal
you?
is to get through as many speakers as we can.
Bro.
If you are not on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you're on topic, you will get 1 brief warning from me or the council president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic. If you do not do so, or if you again stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time, and we will move on to the next speaker. The items open for public comment on the agenda are items 1 through 3,
That hair is too much,
items
bro. What's
6
going on
and
up there?
7, and items 9 through 20.
It's like he's got
So
a comb
again,
over,
the
but
items
this
that are
part ain't.
open for public comment
Like you
on
need
the
to comb
agenda
it the
today
other way, bro, to
are
cover
items
what's going
1
on
through
here.
3,
Comb it
items
back.
6 and 7, and items 9 through 20. Item number 8 has been continued to June 12th and is thus not open for public comment. Members of the public may also speak for up to 1 minute for general public comment. During general public comment, members of the public may speak to any of the items or anything else in the city's subject matter jurisdiction.
Of course
We
I
will tell you
voted,
when your time
Callie.
is
I
up.
voted right away.
I have
As
a
soon as
few
I got
more
my ballot the
announcements.
next
If I
day.
could please have the interpreters make this first one allowed
And I
to the room,
tracked to
please.
make sure they got there.
If you require a Spanish language
Trackmyballot.com.
interpreter, please make sure to pause
Trackmyballot.com.
every few
Make sure it got
sentences
there.
so the interpreters can interpret.
Si requieren interpretación en español, por favor pausen después de cada frase o dos para darle al intérprete la oportunidad a traducir.
Don't worry, we will pause your time while the interpreters are interpreting, so you will get the same amount of time as everyone else. Thank you.
Y no se preocupen, les pausaremos el tiempo mientras el intérprete está hablando, entonces recibirán la misma cantidad de tiempo que las otras
Excuse my
personas.
ignorance.
Gracias.
I have a few more announcements before we begin. If you have made an accommodation request pursuant to the ADA in order to make use of the wireless handheld microphone, please let the sergeants know by raising your hand when it is your turn to speak so that they can provide you with that wireless handheld microphone. Finally, in order to help us run an efficient public comment period and to accommodate as many
Hurry
people
up,
as
Kim
possible,
Jong-un.
as you can see, we have a lot of folks who are here today. We would ask that you please wait until you hear the name that you signed up under called aloud before lining up on your left-hand side of the council chambers to speak. Thank you.
Before we begin, I'd like to call up a few names. Melissa Dogodol, Jessica Durham, Eric Cruz, Edgar Jimenez, Stuart Waldman, and Marina Zamora.
All right, nothing but normal names. I didn't like that. I needed something with some spice.
I'll also make a quick announcement. As you finish public comment, please exit to your right.
Most of these people don't know their right from left. In fact, Nithya Raman, who's running for mayor, who just walked in just now to sit down with her cup, doesn't know her right from her left. She
morning.
had to look
And,
at her left and right hand to
again,
figure
to
it
help
out.
us get through as many
right.
people as possible, if you could also, once you get to the podium, please state which items you'd like to speak to and whether or not you would also like general public comment. And if I could also have the interpreters make that announcement aloud to the room in Spanish, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Sí, por favor, para tener un plazo de comentario público más eficiente, si por favor cuando llega al estrado si les pueden dejar saber de qué tema quiere hablar y si también quiere hablar para comentario público general. Gracias.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Item 20.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item. Go ahead.
Good morning, council members. My name is Edgar Diaz Jimenez. I have worked at Qantas LAX for 10 years.
Qantas Airline, huh?
Right now I make
Australian.
$22.50 an hour.
Right, Qantas
I'm a
is
father
Australian.
of 2 kids. I have a daughter and a son. My rent is almost like $2,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment. I had to pay food, healthcare. Right now I don't even have healthcare, only my kids and my wife. I had to pay bills, transportation, I take care of my kids too. And at the end of the month, there's almost nothing left. I work hard at the LAX. I help I am a self-server. I'm a server. I'm a bartender. Sometimes I do dishwashing. And I help all the travelers. But after 10 years, I think I should be earning a little bit more because I work a lot.
It's about the going rate,
Thank you.
Doreen.
Next speaker.
Yeah, it's about $1,600 for a studio here. $1,700. So you pay a little more and you get an actual bedroom instead of just a studio.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Item number 20.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning, council members. My name is Eric Cruz, and I have worked for Concord Collective at LAX as a cook for the past 2 years. I'm also a father. My daughter will turn 2 later on this year. Right now, I'm still living with my parents because the cost of living in Los Angeles is so high. I work hard, I show up, and I help keep LAX running. But even with a full-time job, it is still hard to afford a place of my own and support my family.
Hi, General.
I'm counting on the wage increase this summer to help me provide for my daughter. That increase is not extra money. It is money for rent, diapers, food, gas, and basic things a young family needs to survive. Taking this away from workers like me will be devastating. It will push us further behind at the exact moment as we're trying to build a better life for our children. Please do not lower our wages. My daughter is counting on this, and so am I. I urge you to oppose this motion and stand with airport and tourism workers.
And any of you young people watching that are hard workers, hold on a second. Any of you people that are hard workers like this man here, right, with this kid, I want you to understand something. Sometimes things do happen. You don't expect to have the kid. You see how hard this man is struggling. Nothing's left. 2 of them just told you, nothing left after my kids. Remember that, folks. Kids are expensive. Let's just not have them just because. And let's not collect the whole bunch of them because people are struggling. So learn from the other people.
Before we begin with thank you. Before we begin with the next speaker, if I could have the interpreter's assistance with this announcement.
All right, let me fast forward this.
I'm glad one of our 11
estar aquí. Tenemos una regla pulgadas por 11.
Line is larger than that, and you're able to fold it so that it complies with that size. Please do so.
Y pido si su cartel es más grande que ese tamaño, si lo puede doblar.
It's not designed to be punitive. It's not designed to be punitive. It's because in cases like this where we have a lot of people, we want to make sure that other people behind you can actually see the meeting. Thank you.
Sí, la regla no es para castigar, es para asegurar de que las personas detrás tuyo pueden ver también.
And
Gracias.
Mr. President, before we move on to the next speaker, there's been a request to hold items 19 and 20 on the desk.
Next speaker.
If you have kids in Cali, for sure.
Item 20.
Be cheaper to raise them anywhere else.
Good morning. My name is Melissa Doggle. I am a member of Unite Here 11, and I am a constituent of Councilmember Soto Martinez, and I have worked at the Waldorf Astoria for 7 years. Please reject item 20. The Olympic wage is supposed to be ensuring workers who are welcome millions of visitors of Los Angeles can finally earn wages that keep pace with the cost of living in the city and count on healthcare protections they were promised. This motion would push backwards on both. Corporate interests already overturned this law through a multi-million-dollar campaign that they lost. Now they're threatening the city to get from this council what they can't win from voters. Please stand on the side of democracy and with working families to vote no on item 20. I yield my time.
We do, Copious.
Before the next speaker begins, I'd like to call up a few more names. Reverend Rosa Manriquez, Rob Nothoff, Maria Cortez, Belinda Gonzalez, Alyssa Diaz, and White 2 VLA.
Well, Braun, I think because a lot of their families are here.
What would you like to speak to?
Stuart Waldman, public comment, and item 20.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item, that's item 20, and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
Stuart Waldman, I'm president of the Valley Industry and Commerce Association, VICA. We're here in support of item 20. The proposal is a common sense solution. No one is saying to repeal the wage, just asking it to be spread out a little longer to help businesses be able to brace for that impact. Already, with the passage of the original ordinance, thousands of jobs have been lost. A construction project in the Valley that would have created thousands of construction jobs and hundreds of permanent jobs was canceled, and that may never come back. The fact is that we are not asking for something that's problematic. We're just asking for the time to be able to allow businesses to be put in a position to pay this wage. We think it's a good solution, and we appreciate all the work on that, and look forward to hearing if there's any changes as well.
General public comment?
And that's
additionally,
it. That's it, Track Days.
I understand that there may be some discussion about the restaurants. I still have time.
Okay, hold on. Can we pause the time really quick? So, again, I assume we're going to hear from
500 is
views
cheap.
today. Would
Cheap
really
box.
appreciate if everybody
Low
could
end.
be polite as possible and not interrupt other people when they're at the podium to speak. Thank you.
5,000 is the high end.
Additionally, I understand that there's discussions about the restaurants and the hotels, that the way the proposal with the regions doesn't hit all the areas that are of concern, especially in the San Fernando Valley. We are hoping that there'll be some amendments that make it more fair and touch all parts of the city to ensure that people continue to have jobs in those restaurants. Thank you.
I don't think he fucked up poker. I think he did exactly what he
Before
and
the
his wife
next
wanted
speaker
to
begins, I'd like to call up a few more names. Yanwen Gu, Araceli Arteaga, Rosa Manriquez, Ronald Bermudez, and Fidel Vasquez.
Fidel Castro?
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Buenos días, ¿de qué quiere hablar?
¿Puedo comenzar? Buenos días, soy Marina Zamora. Soy del acto público. Es traductor, por favor.
Yes, good morning. My name is Maria Zamora. I need a translation, please.
Soy miembro del local 11 del Consejo Price y trabajo en Flying Food por un año e insisto al Consejo a ponerse a esta moción.
Yes, hello. I am a member of Local 11. I work for Flying Food Group as of a year. I live in Councilman Member Price's district, and I'm asking that you vote opposed to the ordinance.
Las corporaciones están amenazando a los servicios de la ciudad a menos que el Consejo recorte los salarios de los trabajadores y retrase.
The corporations are threatening the efficiency of city services unless if the council members cut the salaries of the employees.
Y retrase la atención médica.
And take away health care.
Eso es una extorsión a las leyes de la ética de la ciudad.
No sugar, no cream.
Existen precisamente para evitar esto.
And that is against the ethics and the laws of the city that they are put in place exactly to avoid situations like this.
Que las corporaciones usen amenazas económicas para forzar cortes en atención médica y salarios.
Oh yeah, copious.
That the corporations
I've been collecting them for a long time.
The economy.
I have a bunch of them.
By cutting wages and health care.
Tops and Bowman.
Ceder a esa amenaza no solo perjudica a los trabajadores.
And giving in to that threat not only harms the workers.
Le dice a cada corporación a esta ciudad que la extorsión funciona.
And it tells the corporation, the city, that extortion works.
I'm studying you.
Los trabajadores del turismo ya apelaron y ganaron esta batalla.
And the tourism workers, they already appealed and they actually won this battle.
El referéndum fallido demostró que los votantes no se...
They show that the voters...
Oh, okay. So, thank you. Next speaker.
Siguiente comentario.
Didn't she say go to the right? Oh, no,
And
the other
while
one
we're
went to the
waiting
right.
for the next speaker, I'm going to ask the interpreters to interpret this as well. If we run out of time to hear you today, or if you run out of time at the podium, you can always provide additional public comment online.
What's up, Chef?
Si se le acaba el tiempo en el estrado, siempre puede dar comentario público adicional por internet.
And you can do so by visiting lacouncilcomment.com. Again, that's lacouncilcomment.com.
Lo puede hacer visitando lacouncilcomment.com.
Click delete all.
lacouncilcomment.com.
And you can find that address at the top of every council agenda.
Y ese enlace para el sitio de internet se puede ver en la parte superior de la hoja de la agenda del Consejo.
Thank you. Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Yes, welcome, Jay Beckman.
Item 20,
That's what they do here.
general public comment.
It's a beggar
So
forum.
you have 1 minute for each. The way it will work is you'll see 1 minute, you'll hear a buzzer, and then you'll get an additional minute for general public comment. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Rosa Manriquez. When poor workers receive a pay raise, their health improves dramatically. Studies have found that when minimum wages go up, rates of child neglect, underage alcohol consumption, and teen births go down. These are the words of Matthew Desmond, Pulitzer Prize winner, in his book, Poverty by America. This motion is extortion. The industry is plainly saying that if you don't cut wages and health care,
Extortion.
they will try to destroy the budget of the city of Los Angeles.
Ooh.
Along with thoughts and prayers, the impoverished are told to have hope. That is an easy way to turn your back on your workers. If you are not willing to be that hope through fearless leadership and protection,
Thanks, Shecky.
don't turn your back on us and kneel before corporate bullies who use millions of dollars to oppress us. While they protest, they don't have funds for their workers.
General?
Thank you. Don't abuse the worker who is destitute and needy, whether they are a fellow Israelite or foreigner living in your land and in your city. Pay them at the end of each workday. They're living from hand to mouth and need it now. If you hold back their pay, they'll protest to God, and you'll have sin on your books. Deuteronomy. Along with thoughts and prayers, the impoverished are told to have hope. I'll end with one more quote from Matthew Desmond. The unprincipled act of trapping the poor in a cycle of debt has existed at least as long as the written word. It might be the oldest form of exploitation after slavery. Do the right thing, be principled, have integrity and fearlessness.
Thank you. Next speaker. Next speaker. Good morning. What would
Good
you like to
morning.
speak to?
Item 20 and general.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Good morning, council members. My name is Maria Cortez with Hotel Irwin, a family-owned Hotel Irwin in Venice Beach. I respectfully ask for your support in adopting this exclusion for hotel restaurant workers. Hotel restaurants in Los Angeles are already facing rising labor costs, inflation, slower consumer spending, and growing competition from nearby restaurants that are not subject to the same requirements. Many hotel restaurants operate on very thin margins simply to serve guests and support tourism. For family-owned hotels like ours, additional mandates can lead to difficult decisions such as reducing hours, cutting services, or closing restaurant operations altogether. Those impacts are ultimately felt by workers, guests, and local economy. This exclusion offers a fair, balanced approach that protects employees while also recognizing the financial reality hotel restaurants are facing.
Hi, MMA. Hi,
Thank
Alex.
you for your consideration and time.
Good morning. Next speaker. Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Bueno, es en español. Buenos días, mi nombre es Fidel Vázquez.
Hi, I'm going to be speaking in Spanish. My name is Fidel Vázquez. Good morning.
Yo vengo por la enmienda del número 5. Estoy en contra de la enmienda, esa número 5.
I'm here to talk about amendment number 5. I am against amendment number 5.
Nosotros mexicanos estamos impuestos a hacer una carne asada con leña o un steak con leña porque sabe un sabor tan rico.
So we as Mexicans will make our carne asada, and it could be with using firewood to give it more flavor.
Yo soy del Valle de San Fernando. Por favor, diga no a esa ley. Gracias.
I'm from San Fernando Valley, so please, I ask you not to put this law into effect.
I think the laser lady just walked in. I could be wrong. She's standing there in the black shirt next to the door,
What
clapping.
would you like to speak to?
Bueno, a las 5, número 5.
I'd like to comment on number
Mi nombre
5.
es Gerardo Orihuela
My name is Gerardo
y
Villahuela.
vengo de la ciudad de Pacoima y San Fernando
I am
a
from
representar, estar en contra de esa
Coima
propuesta.
in San Fernando, and I'm against
Yo
number
soy
5.
dueño de un restaurante el cual usamos
Hopefully,
carbón
Alex,
para asar pollos
hopefully
asados
Spencer
al
Brad.
carbón.
So in my restaurant, we used coal to make roast chicken on the grill.
Y pues eso arruinaría mi negocio, el cual dependemos de él por muchos años.
Is
a mí
that
y a mi
Herman
familia.
in the red
And this would
shirt
end up
and the
ruining my
white?
business, which my family and I
Is
have
that
depended
Herman
on
right
for
here?
many years.
Anybody?
Y también los trabajadores
that
dependen
Mr.
de
Herman?
nosotros, lo cual
That sure looks like him.
arruinaría muchas
That's
familias
him.
que dependen de nosotros.
That's him.
And we have many workers who also depend on our
That's him, right?
restaurant.
Yeah.
And so our restaurant being ruined would also lead other families to be in ruin.
Y lo cual pues me gustaría que nos apoyaran en eso
Looks like it.
para que nuestro negocio siguiera sin ningún problema.
What's up, people?
And so that's why we're here to ask for your support so that we can continue in business.
Muchas gracias por su atención.
Thank you so much for your time.
Right, B. Nunez, it is, huh?
Thank you. Next speaker.
Before the next speaker begins, I'll call up a few more names. Paloma Bustos, Alita Morales, Mark Kraus, and Shao Sun.
Did he get one of the shirts from that group?
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Buenos días, ¿qué quiere comentar?
Yo vengo en contra de la proposición 5. Tenemos un restaurante.
I'm here to comment against Proposition 5. I have a restaurant.
El Michoacano, y nosotros vivimos de eso, de pollos al carbón. Siempre usamos el carbón y la leña, y pues sí nos afectaría bastante. Nos gustaría mejor si se pudieran enfocar en todo lo de alrededor, limpieza y todo eso.
So I have a restaurant, and basically part of what we cook at our restaurant is grilled chicken, and we use firewood to grill that chicken. And so I'm asking for you to support to not approve this proposition so that we can continue to focus on elements outside of that. Thank you.
Yeah, what up, VAL?
Thank you.
Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you. Next speaker.
That escalated go
Good
break
morning.
anyway.
What would you like to speak to?
Good morning, Lisa Baca,
Good to see you,
California
buddy.
State Horsemen's Association. I'm here to speak to general public comment on item 5. I am here to represent
horsemen's.
the thousands of families and ranch workers who enjoy barbecuing our carne asada safely.
What's
We
going
are
on?
not the issue.
going
Last
on?
January, there were over 2,000 horses during the fires that migrated from evacuation sites throughout LA. We know fire. We are not the target and should not be the target of limited fire resources. We believe that those resources would better be focused on Lake Hollywood, Griffith Park, Hanson Dam, and dealing with the unhoused encampment fires that happen weekly in Hanson Dam.
Thanks
I
to Nithya
personally
Raman and her
ride a
friends.
public trail operation through Hanson Dam, and there is fire all the time from unhoused people that cook their meals in the park.
I bet.
So please rethink item number 5 and oppose targeting residential barbecues. They are not the problem. Thank you.
So they're targeting residential people having barbecues with wood chips, I'm guessing, because it's a fire hazard.
Thank
But
you.
somehow
Good
they didn't
morning.
care
What would
when
you like
half
to
the
speak
city
to?
burned down and or all the
Good
Palisades
morning.
and all of
I would
Altadena
like to speak
burned.
on item
They didn't
20.
care then.
Okay, so you have
Tons,
1 minute for
thank
the
you.
item. Go ahead.
Okay. Good
Hi,
morning.
Pete.
My name is Ronald Bermudez, and I'm a member of Unite Here Local 11. I have been a member for over 10 years around the downtown area, and I'm here to say vote no on item 20. I believe that there's a shakedown scheme afoot. Corporations are threatening the city with the lost tax revenue unless you cut the wages and health care for working people. So here's the deal. Today, the council votes to put the gross receipt tax repeal on the ballot and directs the city attorney to draft the wage cut. 9 days later, the council approves the wage ordinance. Then, once they have what they want, corporations withdraw their own ballot measure. Workers lose their wage and health care. Corporations walk away clean with everything. Don't give in to this. Vote no on item 20. Thank you.
Well, we already have no burn days where you can't use your fucking fireplace. They won't allow you, and if they see you using your fireplace, they'll
Okay, so you
ticket
have
you.
1 minute for each. Go ahead.
So they're
Thank
doing
you
the
so
same
much.
thing with the
Good
with
morning,
the
council members.
barbecues.
My name is Rob Notoff with the Los Angeles County Federation of Labor, where we proudly represent over 800,000 workers across every industry in LA County, including the brave workers standing right behind me who are here today because they have had enough. Let's move forward with this. Let's actually put this to bed. We have already passed this. This continues to come back as if it's like a bad Jason horror movie or something like that. Let's put this to bed once and for all. As a reminder, this body moved forward. A deal is a deal. We have moved this forward. We have legislated it. Second, the people who did not want this went to try to referendize this item. They took it to the LA voters, tried to collect signatures, put millions of dollars behind that effort, and it was rejected. This is not rolling this back, this wage, which is the highest in the country, which people should be proud of, is what the voters want. They've rejected the referendum. Let's move forward with our lives. And the other thing I'd say is there's the signs behind me say, stop the shakedown. People are trying to move a gross receipts tax to try to repeal this, and we know the impacts it would have on our city workers. But we ran a poll on this. Again, city voters, the folks of LA are not in favor of what trying to be done and legislated by this body. Repealing the gross receipts tax polls at 22% when we do that. And when we tell folks what this will do, when it takes away the essential services, when it takes away potentially fire, when it takes away police, when it takes away sanitation, when it impacts 911 operators, folks are going to overwhelmingly reject this. It goes to a 70% disapproval. It caps at 22%. This is something that will be rejected at the polls, so let's not fall for this shakedown. Let's stand with the strongest, the salt of the earth workers who are standing behind me, and let's put an end to this charade. Thank you.
ICW? Yes, VGK. Yes. No burn days. Or indoor fireplaces.
What would you like
not
to speak
outdoor.
to?
Item 20 and general comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
My name is Mark Kraus, and I'm with the Democratic Socialist of America, Los Angeles. I'm from
Idiot.
El Sereno, City Council District 14, and I implore council to not give in to this billionaire shakedown and to stand with the Olympic wage, because in our city, it's workers over billionaires, it's people over corporations, it's community power over capitalist greed. It's shameful that the council president has brought item 20 forward after years of organizing from a powerful labor community coalition that won the Olympic wage. That coalition is here today, and we are here to say, stand with working people, vote no on item 20, stop the shakedown. I yield my time.
Stop the shakedown. And the commie Democrat
Before the
socialist
next speaker
is here.
begins,
Thank
I'd
you,
like to
Status.
call up a few more names. Ariel Moore, Gerardo Uriel, Fatima Murrieta, Maria Salinas, and Tomasa Martinez.
Thank you, Status. Appreciate you.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Item number 20.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Paloma Bustos, and I'm with the Sunita Jain Anti-Trafficking Initiative at Loyola Law School. I urge you to vote no on efforts to weaken wages or health care protections for hotels and airport workers ahead of the Olympic and World Cup. The city already voted last year to support the Olympic wage. Council should continue standing with workers instead of giving to pressure from corporations. The World Cup is just 1 month away, and these events are expected to bring huge profits to hotels and tourism businesses. The workers helping make these events possible and deserve fair wages and health care. Hotel and airport workers are already dealing with high living costs and economic stress. Weakening protections would hurt families. At the same time, these industries are benefiting from global events happening in Los Angeles. The city should stand with workers and protect wage and healthcare increases that were already promised. Thank you.
VGK, look, they even have a 1-800 number for you to call. 1-800-NO-BIRD. Figure out whether you can permitly or absolutely legally use your fireplace.
20 general, number 20, and general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1
There you
minute for
go.
each. Keep in mind, you'll hear a buzzer, and then you'll get 1 more minute.
I don't lie to you about nothing.
Para su comentario. ¿Me puede escuchar? Tiene 2 minutos para su
I know it
comentario,
sounds
pero va a
ridiculous.
sonar una alarma después de 1 minuto porque hay una separación de los 2 puntos, ¿ok?
Está bien.
Go ahead.
Ok, adelante.
Buenos
you,
días,
Eric.
mi nombre es
Thank
Elita
you.
Morales. Mi pago de renta 2.800. Estoy a cargo de 5 personas con ese sueldo que no me alcanza para nada.
So good morning, my name is Alida Morales.
Thank you, Eric V.
My rent is
Hi,
actually
Roderick.
$2,800, and with my income, I have to support 5 people, so it doesn't go very far.
Estaba
You
más
see?
o menos
5 people.
contenta con ese salario, pero estamos luchando por todo. Hace mucho tiempo, cada vez venimos aquí y entonces con este
Hi, Sugar.
20% que quieren quitarnos,
I know
como
you
que
know.
no está bien
VGK.
para mí y para
I just
todos
have
mis
to prove
compañeros.
it. Just to show you the ridiculousness
So at first I was okay
is
with
there.
this new salary, but we still end up having to come back here and keep fighting for this salary, and now you want to take away 20%?
Y yo trabajo en la compañía de Flying Food que hace mucho dinero, millones de dólares ganan y nos pagan una miseria.
And I work for Flying Food Group, and they are a company that makes millions and millions of dollars, and they pay
Probably
us
billions.
Voten no
But okay.
a esa proposición que
But maybe
quieren
just
hacer el
hundreds of
20.
millions.
Please vote no on this
Por favor,
proposition that they're
ayúdenos.
doing. Please vote no on 20. Please help us.
Oh, they don't care, ma'am. Keep telling you. You keep voting the wrong way. They got you hook, line, and sinker.
Okay, Mr. Herman, you have 3 minutes for the items and
fuck.
1 minute for
Let's
general.
go.
Go ahead.
Your discretion is
Por
advised.
ejemplo, pendejos, escuchen bien.
Okay, assholes, listen up.
No me diga así por pinche $3 más. Yo tengo que esperar para pagar para mis pinche cuestas, cabrones.
Don't say that I have to fight for fucking $3 more to pay for my costs.
Quitan y quitan y quitan, mendigo pelón panzón.
You guys keep taking and taking and taking, fat asses.
Baldy, fat asses.
Ni
Pelones,
puede
bald.
comprar un pinche pumpkin en la marqueta como tu cabeza, mendigo.
They can't even buy a pumpkin at the market, just like your head.
Lo que puede comprar solamente es verduga, no puede comprar la pinche pollo con la pinche carne asada, güey.
All they can buy is vegetables. They can't even buy chicken or carne asada.
Am I not right, Smoking Scam?
That you're absolutely right.
Haven't I spoken before this
There's
jury, before this city, and before the public?
Absolutely right.
That if you waited too long to explain the reason why you have to wait till 2030 for $30 fucking raise when you can't even buy a house in California for $30 fucking raise. It's the same fucking shit. People are suffering. It's not because of Trump. It's because of this fucked up local government and your fucked up corruption. Can you translate that, please?
Keep going.
Say it in Spanish.
Mira, güey. Translate, pendejo.
Not how it works. Keep going.
Okay, entonces.
Or I'm going to move you to general public comment.
Say it in Spanish.
Only warning. You're
Me
here
voy
to
con
say
el
you know
número
the rules.
15, güey. Déjame explicar la otra preguntas con 15.
Thank you, Matt.
I want to comment on item number 15 and explain the other questions.
Much love,
¿Estás
Matt.
escuchando, Panzón?
Are you listening, Fatso?
Número 15. Sí puedes reír porque este güey piensa que él es el gobierno que está rulando ustedes.
Yeah, you guys can laugh because he thinks that he's the government that's running us.
Y por ejemplo, con los veteranos que no pueden pagar por su renta, los pinches veteranos que no pueden pagar por sus comidas, los pinches veteranos que duermen en los pinches calles y los pinches veteranos que no ganan nada por servicio por este pinche gobierno local, puto.
And so you have all of these fucking veterans that can't pay their rent, can't pay their food, they're sleeping on the streets. These fucking veterans that have served for this dumbass government.
God bless you, Donald J. Trump and David O. Carter. Stop this corruption in Los Angeles and California.
You were warned earlier. This is not on the agenda. You said item 15. I'm going to move you to general public comment. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Now into my general public comment for the record. In my case in my hand, I will file for the record case number CV12-07261 DSF SHX Michael Hunt versus the City of Los Angeles. I'm going to read it into the record politely and with all courtesy to the public. Violation, wore offensive clothing. Violation, have signs. The t-shirt said, fuck white nigger sick too. Let me repeat. The t-shirt, not mine on here, it says art because I'm an artist and I can display art on my shirt, asshole. Not like the dick on your back, monkeys. So the t-shirt said, fuck white nigger sick too, in violation of City LA Public Commission hearing decorum. However, the plaintiff is informed and believes, and upon such information, believes and alleges that the fucking city expelled him for simply saying...
Your time has expired. If we hear you again, it will constitute a disruption of this meeting. You'll be subject to removal pursuant to Rule 7 and Rule 12. Next speaker.
Thank you for the shout out, Mr. Herman. It's great to see you as always. Happy hump day. Enjoy your day,
morning.
sir.
Sorry about that. What would you like to speak to?
Sorry about that.
Buenos días.
Número 20 y comentario general.
Hi, good morning. 20 and general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Un minuto para cada uno. Adelante.
HDS.
Mi nombre es Tomasa Martínez y soy miembro de ACE.
My name is Tomasa Martinez and I'm an ACE member.
Por casi 4 años hemos luchado por el salario olímpico.
4 years ago, we started working for Olympic wages.
Nos mantenemos firmes en nuestro apoyo para sueldos dignos y salud médica para los trabajadores del turismo.
We stay strong on having fair wages and health care for our tourism workers.
ACE ha estado aquí durante 3 años peleando para mejores sueldos y bajas rentas.
ACE has been here for 3 years fighting for higher wages and lower rent.
El Consejo no debe de cambiar sus votos. Sigan firmes. Voten no al salario olímpico ahora.
Stop yelling.
And the council shouldn't be changing their votes now all of a sudden. You should be voting no to this.
Tráiganse al rico y alimenten al pobre. Ya basta.
We can't have all of this poor and rich people. It's over. We're done with that.
We need the foreign poor people like me.
Speaking on public comment in item 20.
Good morning. You have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Oh, boy.
Good morning. My name is Fatima Murrieta. I'm a lifelong Angelina and a former hotel worker. I'm here today with Jobs to Move America to urge you to vote no on the motion to cut wages and health care for tourism workers. The city has already let workers down by not demanding a strong human rights plan ahead of the FIFA World Cup. You have a chance to right that wrong and stand by tourism workers today. It's disheartening that we're here again, reminding you to stand with workers just weeks before the World Cup, a mega sporting event that the city will profit from, made possible by the labor of hundreds of tourism workers, many of them here today. This past summer, I spoke with voters across your districts as these companies pushed their referendum campaign to defeat the wage. Angelino saw through the corporate deception, stood with workers, and we won. Honor your commitments to your constituents. Stand with workers. Protect workers. Don't cave to corporate tactics. Thank you.
Yes, they're not very bright. They
Before
don't
the
know
next
how a
speaker
microphone
begins,
works.
I'd like
it
to call
amplifies
up
your voice.
a few more names.
You don't have to yell into
Diana Rios Sanchez, Reverend
why it
Gary
was created.
Williams, Jordan Long, Laura Bonnet, and Mark Krause.
And they don't say anything to them because they have HDS.
Good morning. What would you like to
Herman
speak to?
derangement
Item
syndrome.
20 and general public comment.
Okay, so you have
He
1 minute
lives
for each.
rent
Go
free
ahead.
in their heads.
My name is Nella
Herman.
McCosker. I represent Central
Oh, that's
City
Tim
Association
McCosker's
of Los
daughter.
Angeles,
Oh,
or
Buckethead.
CCA. We are a downtown-focused organization, but represent businesses and institutions across the city.
Grifter.
Let me say
Like
first
your daddy.
that I have fundamentally disagreed with the process that has led us to today. Wages and benefits ought to be negotiated at the bargaining table. That is a time-honored tradition to balance the power of labor and business whose interests are inexorably entwined in ensuring that we have good, strong wages and businesses that are open. If we have to go through that process, which much of this council did, legislated wages for an industry outside of the bargaining table, then what we have to do in a moment when, and I think the speaker just before me
Bucket
referenced
Jr.
FIFA, that's an example of
So
a major
entitled.
global event that should have had hundreds of thousands of visitors, and we are not seeing those bookings.
Good.
We're seeing the cost of fuel very dramatically increasing. I think I have 1 more minute. And at a time when, as I see in my geography, hotels empty, hotels closing,
Good.
all of the small businesses that surround them relying on their success to keep their doors open, it is fair and right to balance or rebalance a worker pay scale so that we can meet this moment and balance the challenges that this tourism industry faces. Moving forward, I would really respectfully request that this council not legislate benefits and wages. But if we have come to this moment, let's take a look at these adjustments and figure out a way to keep this industry alive as we do try to welcome the world and appreciate the benefits for both sides of this issue. Thank you.
It's even worse, Banksy. They're counting money that's not even here yet. They didn't like her too much. They don't like your daddy either, old
Which items
buckethead.
would you like to speak to?
That old
20.
jack-o'-lantern.
Okay, you'll have 1 minute.
So my name is Jordan Long. I work for Delta at LAX. I'm a bartender, and I'm also a constituent of Council President Marquise Harris Dawson. I live in Baldwin Hills in the house that my grandparents helped raise me in. So this is important to me. I'm particularly disgusted with the motion that would lower wages for airport and tourism workers like me, because I would expect my council member to stand up for working Angelenos, not help giant companies take money out of our pockets. It's
Who'd you vote for?
absolutely astonishing
Who'd you vote
and
for?
disgusting to see my company spend millions to stop hard-working Angelenos and our families from earning a better living wage. Delta is an official partner of LA 28, along with the hotel lobby and United, and they're trying to undermine the very workers who make the Olympic Games even possible to host in this city.
Who'd you vote for?
Council President Harris Dawson, I am asking you directly, as your constituent, withdraw this motion.
So you did vote for
Do
it.
not lower our wages. Do not be fooled by corporate threats against the city budget. Stand strong and defend the Olympic wage.
We'll see.
Your politicians, do you want the image or the impact?
Oh, they
You
want
could
the
lose
image.
both if you go the wrong way on this one.
He
Thank
wants
you.
the image, sir. Let's see. It's a whole lot of talk, sir. I'm sure you'll be voting for him midterms
morning.
because you hate the
What would
orange
you like to
guys
speak
and his
to?
pals so much.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Lorena Méndez.
I bet.
Good afternoon, my
I
name is
bet.
Lorena Méndez.
Ah.
¿De qué quiere hablar?
I bet.
20 y...
Stockholm Syndrome.
general.
20 in general, please.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Syndrome.
2 minutos, adelante.
Como dije, mi nombre es Lorena Méndez. I need translate.
You know who they voted for. Exactly, Julius. Absolutely.
Trabajo en Sky Chef ya por 10 años, ensamblando vuelos para diferentes aerolíneas.
Yes, I've worked at SkyChef for 10 years, packaging for airlines.
Como Corea, American Airlines, entre otras, muchas.
Like Korea, American Airlines, amongst others.
Yo luché por el sueldo olímpico,
I fought for the Olympic wage.
hasta he participado en huelgas de hambre para que nos escuchen.
I've even participated in hunger strikes to be heard.
Le pedimos al Consejo que se mantuviera fuerte
We asked the council members to stay firm,
y cuando ustedes votaron a favor nuestro, eso nos cambió mucho la vida.
and when you voted in favor for us, this changed our lives a lot.
Ahora no estoy tan preocupada de cómo pagar mi renta o mi comida o tener que escoger entre una de las dos.
Now I am not too worried about having to pay my rent or paying for food or having to choose between the two.
Y poder disfrutar más tiempo con mi familia, no tenerme que quedar después de mis 8 horas overtime para poder completar para mi renta.
And being able to enjoy more time with my family and not having to stay past my 8 hours working overtime just to pay my rent.
En vez de estar preocupada por sobrevivir, ahora también con los costos tan altos que se han venido con la gasolina,
Instead of worrying about surviving because of the high costs that have now come with raising gas prices,
queremos vivir, disfrutar un poquito con nuestra familia, no estar sobreviviendo.
we want to live and enjoy our time with our family, not having to survive.
Y les doy muchas gracias por eso,
Not
porque
one
nos
beach.
apoyaron y les quiero pedir que se sigan manteniendo fuertes.
And we thank you so much for this because you supported us, and we want to urge you to stay firm with this.
Por eso estoy aquí.
That's why I'm here.
Por eso no nos quiten eso ahora.
Don't take this away from us now.
No dejen que las aerolíneas o los hoteles les metan miedo y para bajarnos el sueldo.
Don't let the airlines and the hotels intimidate you to fool you to lower our wages.
A los trabajadores a los que realmente estamos ahí dando la cara todos los días para sacar adelante ese trabajo, para que ellos tengan un buen negocio.
For us, the workers who are there working hard every day representing so that they can actually enjoy their business flourishing.
Y así hacer posible que todo el aeropuerto de Los Ángeles, el turismo, todo pueda correr bien.
And making it possible that tourism and LAX can circulate well.
Nosotros somos los trabajadores que vamos a recibir al mundo durante las Olimpiadas.
We are the workers who are going to welcome the world during the Olympics.
Yo creo que merecemos respeto y un sueldo digno para vivir.
I think we deserve respect and a fair wage to be able to live.
Por favor, les pido que se mantengan fuertes otra vez.
Please, I ask you to stay firm once again.
Protejan nuestro sueldo y no permitan que nos bajen el pago.
Please protect our wage and don't allow them to lower our salary.
Muchas gracias y que Dios los bendiga.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
What you should have said is,
way to go, a-hole! Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
My name is Laura Van Nuet, and I'm speaking on item 20.
Okay,
On
so you
general public. Okay.
okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
Good morning. My name is Laura Van Nuet. Been here plenty of times, and I'm a member of Unite Here Local 11. I work for HMS Host at LAX, and I have my daughter in college. Depending on me, please vote no on item 20. Council President Harris Dawson, which is not here today.
Of course not.
The Olympic wage ordinance exists because tourism workers deserve a living wage. Workers believe and have been counting on these increases. The motion will delay healthcare for a full year and cut wages for over 20%. 2 years ago, I was one of the members, union members, who we went on a hunger strike in front of City Hall, and we all met with the president, Harris Dawson, and we all, and you supported us. You committed yourself to, or your support to our cause. We know that airline and hotel interests are willing to threaten city revenue to hold the city hostage until workers give up their wages and health care. We have endured the pandemic and rising costs. Now, just as relief was in reach, corporations want to rewrite the rules. Do not let them. Vote no on item 20. Don't turn over our tortilla. Thank you.
What did she say? Don't turn over the tortilla? What did she say?
Before the next speaker begins, I'd like to call up a few more names. Laura Esquivel, Lorena Mendez, Olga Ruiz, Maria Gonzalez, Deborah Lewis, and Bertie Roberts.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Good morning. I'd like public comments in 20.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Gary Bernard Williams. I'm a pastor at St. Mark United Methodist Church of Los Angeles in the 8th District. And today I stand before you with all of my sisters and brothers behind me because we urge you to say no, to vote no on this motion, to put the wages and health care for tourist workers. It's an outrage that this body is considering taking away wages and health care increases for workers who will be working during the Olympics and the World Cup. These are the people that the tourists will see first. It's been a full year. Council voted a huge majority to pass the Olympic wage. City council should stand with these workers and not with corporations who are greedy. This motion is being driven by greed, by the tourist industry. They're taking advantage of our budget.
General.
The budget shortfall. The World Cup is coming. It's here in a month. The Olympic wage will ensure that thousands of workers would finally have the increase that will help their families. If you pass this motion, hotel workers will suffer with no health coverage. This is extortion. The industry is planning and using this against the city to make more money. So we ask you to please vote no on this. My scripture says in Proverbs 19:17, whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and God will reward them for what they have done. Please vote no.
Sir, and not one of these stooges, not one of them even looking at you. Not one even looking at you.
What would you like to speak to?
They don't even have the courtesy to look at you while you're talking.
Public comment.
Remember that when you vote,
so 1
sir.
minute for each. Go
And
ahead.
if you vote the same way again,
Good morning.
we don't
My
care
name
what's
is
going on in your
Diana
life.
Rios Sanchez, and I am
You
a
deserve
member
all
of
of it.
Unite Here Local 11.
Have a good day.
I live in Council District 14.
and I'm a constituent of Council Member Jurado. Please vote no on item 20. Item 20 will cut wages and delay healthcare for some of the lowest paid workers in the city. Voters already rejected a multi-million-dollar campaign to repeal this law. Do not surrender to corporate blackmail. Council President Harris Dawson said he felt like he had a gun on his head. Another council member said the corporates have really good blackmail. If you know it's blackmail, don't give in. Stand with workers. Vote no on item 20. Thank you.
That goes to show you how much that money pays and how much it sways, man.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Buenos días, ¿de qué quiere hablar?
Buenos días. 20 general.
20 general.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Mi nombre es Olga Ruiz. Soy recamarera del Hotel Roosevelt Hotel.
Hello, I'm Olga Ruiz. I'm a housekeeper at Roseburg Hotel.
Limpio las habitaciones de uno de los hoteles más famosos y aún así no me alcanza para la renta.
I clean the rooms of one of the most famous hotels, and even so, I still don't have enough to pay my rent.
Never heard of it.
Las corporaciones han gastado millones tratando de detener esta ley y eso es cruel para todas las familias que trabajamos.
The corporations have spent millions to stop and delay this law, and that is cruel for all the families that need the support.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much.
Sí.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Buenos días. 20, artículo 20 y comentario general.
Okay.
Yeah, 20 in general.
So you get 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Uno para cada uno. Gracias.
Buenos días. Mi nombre es María González y soy miembro de United Here Local 11.
Hello, I am Maria Gonzalez. I'm a member of United Here Local 11.
He trabajado en esta industria por más de 9 años y vivo en el Distrito 8.
I worked in this industry for more than 9 years, and I live in District 8.
Por favor, vote no en el artículo 20.
Please vote no on item number 20.
Concejal Harris Dawson.
Dawson.
Por favor, no. Por 2 años, los trabajadores del turismo lucharon por este salario olímpico.
Councilmember Harris Dawson, for 2 years, the tourism workers have fought for this Olympic wage.
Y ayudaron a derrotar una campaña corporativa de millones de dólares.
And they helped defeat a corporate campaign of millions of dollars.
Para quitárnoslo ahora.
To take that away from us now.
Esa moción cortaría los salarios en más del 20%.
This motion would cut the salaries for more than 20%, by more than 20%.
Y retrasaría la atención médica por otro año completo.
And would take away healthcare coverage for another complete year.
Los trabajadores contaban con esta mejora después de años de lucha.
The workers counted with this improvement after years of fighting.
Por favor, oren lo que los votantes decidieron.
Okay,
Voten
General.
no a el artículo 20.
Please do what the voters asked for. Vote no on item number 20.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much.
Before the next speaker begins, I'd like to call up a few more names. Tasnim Chowdhury, Jovan Houston, Yamilet De Paz, Paloma Bustos, Trump LA, Special Master, and Corruption B. Trump.
And
Jason Jenkins.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Don't forget about
Good morning.
Jason.
My name is Pastor Bridie Roberts, and I'll be speaking to item 20 in general public comments.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Good morning, council members. My name is Pastor Bridie Roberts. I am the Community Organizing Director from Unite Here Local 11. I've also been serving in the ministry for more than 20 years here in Los Angeles. I'm here today not as a political voice, but to bring you a moral message. These workers behind me, these workers who are speaking to you, who are the very backbone of Los Angeles' largest and most profitable industry, tourism, who this city could not survive without, have done everything right. They organized, they negotiated in good faith, they made their case to voters of Los Angeles, and the voters agreed. The process deserves respect. What troubles me very deeply in this moment, beside the craven nature of bowing to corporations who wish to extort our city,
Hi, Lori.
is that the rules can change after the fact, that a promise made to working people can be quietly walked back when powerful interests apply enough pressure, dismissing the voices of tens of thousands of workers and their family and their children. People of faith across every tradition understand what it means to keep your word. We teach our children that a commitment is a commitment, that you do not mislead people who trusted you. These workers trusted the city. They took unpaid time off week after week after week, even though it cut into their budget, to speak to you and to go through a democratic process. They trusted you. I'm asking the council to be worthy of that trust. Vote no on item 20 and stand with the working people of this city that are essential to its future and that help make it thrive. Thank you.
What's up, Don?
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
El número 20 en la agenda y comentario público.
Hi, Pretty.
Item 20 and general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Un minuto para cada uno. Adelante.
Hi,
Mi
Lori.
nombre es Laura Esquivel y soy miembro de USWW.
My name is Laura Esquivel, and I'm a member of USWW.
WWE?
Trabajo en el aeropuerto de Los Ángeles por 24 años.
I've worked at the LAX airport for 24 years.
Hoy estoy aquí para contarles cuánto ha cambiado mi vida cuando se propuso el salario olímpico.
I'm here to tell you about how much my life has changed when the Olympic wage legislation was passed.
Gracias a eso, yo pude pagar mi renta sin miedo a que mi familia quedara en la calle.
Thanks to this ordinance, I was able to pay the rent without worrying about myself or my family ending up on the streets.
También he podido pagar mis biles médicos a tiempo y tengo una estabilidad que no tenía antes.
And I've also been able to pay my medical bills on time, and I've been able to benefit from a level of stability that I hadn't had before.
Hasta ahora muchos trabajadores han podido tener una vivienda y una mejor vida.
Hi, Live Love.
Now, workers have been able to have housing and a better life.
Pero ¿qué pasaría si nuestro salario se retrasa?
But what would happen if our salaries go down?
No podemos permitir esto.
We can't allow for that.
No es justo que corporaciones billonarias quieran quitarnos lo que hemos ganado.
It's not right for billionaire corporations to want to take away something that we've already won.
Estoy aquí para recordarles que se mantengan fuertes.
I'm here to remind you to stay strong.
Delta, United, American Airlines han gastado millones de dólares amenazando para que no nos den lo que nos corresponde a nosotros.
Delta, United, American Airlines have all spent millions of dollars to threaten you, to convince you to not give us what we're due.
General public comment?
Ahora amenazan el presupuesto de la ciudad al derrogar el impuesto a las empresas. Esto es vergonzoso y cínico.
And now they're threatening the budget, and it is really an embarrassment. It's a shame.
Necesitamos que apoyen a los trabajadores y no cedan ante esta presión corporativa.
And so we're here to ask you to support workers and don't give in to this corporate pressure.
Los angelinos nos apoyaron en contra del referéndum fallido financiado por estas mismas corporaciones.
Los Angelinos have supported to make sure that we have the referendum to be able to protect workers.
Ya basta de que ellos jueguen con nosotros, nuestra vida de los trabajadores vale mucho.
We're done with them playing with us because the lives of workers, we have value and it matters.
Queremos respeto, queremos justicia y queremos que se respete lo que ya se firmó.
We want respect, we want justice, and we want you to honor what was already signed into law.
Nosotros somos seres humanos.
We're human beings.
Necesitamos una vida digna.
We're human beings and we deserve a fair life.
No queremos que estén jugando con nosotros día a día.
We don't want for them to continue to play around with us day after day.
En ustedes está que nosotros sigamos al frente de esta economía porque nosotros somos la que lo movemos.
And so we're here in front of you because we are the backbone of this economy. We're the ones that keep it moving.
Digan sí, porque es una justicia social para los seres humanos que somos nosotros. Necesitamos que ustedes sean guerreros y nos apoyen como trabajadores.
So say yes to being able to support workers, for social justice, for us as people, and to be our warriors, to be able to fight for us and protect us. Thank you.
Okay, really quickly, I'll stop it just a second. Copious, yes, they had a vote last year. They won the vote. These idiots backed it. Now, all of a sudden, after the vote, the hotels, the LAX, everybody's kind of pushing back on it, saying, hey, it's going to break us. We can't deal with this. It's too much. It's too much too fast. We can't deal with the bottom line. So what they're doing is now furloughing them a little. Instead of giving them 40 hours, they'll give them 27 hours, which will then lower their check, their money coming in. Also, the benefits they have to give them, because they have to work a certain amount of hours in order to get those benefits. Now they don't work those hours because they're not getting the hours. So that's what we're dealing with now. And they vote for these people again, so they deserve everything they get.
Before the next speaker begins, I'd like to call up a few more names. Oscar Chiricos.
They pretend to care.
Luisa Galindo, Alita
and you're
Morales,
counting money
Nick Stewart
that's not even
Roque,
here yet, which is
and
a wrong
Elisa
thing to do.
Valencia.
You can't count
Good
money
morning.
you don't
What would you
have.
like to speak to?
Good morning.
That's
I'd
the
like
worst
to
thing to
speak
do. Wait until it's in your hand to count that
Okay,
motherfucker.
so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
When it's in your hand, it's yours.
Good morning, council members. My name is Deborah Lewis. I've been a voter and a resident of Council District 11 since 1980.
Yeah, they become part-time employees instead of full-time.
My husband and I
Exactly.
have both worked at LAX for many years. As of this year, I've been a server at a company at the airport for over 42 years. Councilmember Park, I'm speaking to you as one of your constituents. I know that homelessness has been one of the points that you have been campaigning upon in our district. Well, I need you to understand that I personally know LAX workers who are on the verge of homelessness. These are people with jobs. I'm here to stand with my brothers and sisters who depend on the living wage to support their families. We don't need council to make it harder for them. We need you to raise the workers up, not to help the companies push them down, especially at a time when the gas prices, the rent, and the food prices are outrageous. You want to eliminate our raise? Shame on any council member that would support Proposition 20. When the world is on our doorstep, and is this the face that you want to show the world?
Yep.
Is this what Los Angeles is supposed to become? Yeah. We ask that you please vote no on Proposition 20. Support the workers and lift up everybody in Los Angeles. Thank you very much.
Just a general public comment.
Just catching up since I paused it to
Good
talk
morning,
for
council
20.
members. My name is Tasneem Chowdhury, and I am a campaign specialist for the Los Angeles Black Workers Center. I'm here today because workforce equity recommendations were unanimously advanced by the Charter Reform Commission and have not been able to go to meet and confer process. These recommendations are about modernizing hiring, creating real career pathways into stable city jobs, and ensuring accountability for Black workers and communities that have historically been locked out of public sector employment. For years, Black workers in LA have remained understaffed, hiring process remained outdated, and access to good union jobs stay out of reach for too many working people. We're calling on the council to stand in solidarity to encourage the EERC to help move our recommendation forward through the meet and confer process for our workforce for Angelenos. Thank you.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Item 20 and general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Hi,
I know you guys miss me, but yes, I'm here again.
I missed you.
Unfortunately, it's not for a good reason. This is disgusting, utterly disgusting, that you are guys allowing the city
walking it back
to go and push back our wages.
Yep.
We worked hard for that. For 3 years, we worked hard. I was able to get treatment, see specialists that I usually cannot afford. I was able to do that with that raise. I was able to take my son out to Disneyland with that raise that he has ever been before, and he's 16 years old. These things that I've always wanted to do for my kids. I was able to go out to eat and sit at a restaurant and enjoy it and not worrying about, oh my God, is this gonna push my light bill back? This is disgusting. Please vote no on this. This is supposed to be Los Angeles, the city of angels, not the city of corporate greed and envy. Thank you.
City of demons. Ran by demons. Ran by demons.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Hi, item 19 in public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, council members. On behalf of the Sunita Jain Anti-Trafficking Initiative, I am writing to emphasize the need to include anti-trafficking and anti-exploitation prevention in planning and funding for the 2020 Olympic and Paralympic Games. Large-scale events can increase risks of labor exploitation, wage theft, unsafe working conditions, and trafficking, especially for immigrant communities, low-wage workers, youth, and those facing economic insecurity. These risks should be treated as core public safety, public health, and labor protection concerns. City agreements with LA 28 should include dedicated funding for prevention and response, including public awareness, labor rights enforcement, culturally responsive outreach, safe reporting systems, survivor-informed and community-based strategies, frontline training, and supportive services for those affected by exploitation. Without upfront investment, the city is likely to face higher long-term costs through emergency responses, public health, victim services, homelessness services, and labor and criminal justice systems. Prevention is both a safety necessity and a cost-effective strategy. SJI's report, the Preventing and Addressing Human Trafficking Related to Major Sporting Events in Los Angeles, recommendations for the 2026 World Cup and 2020 Olympic, highlights the importance of early planning, survivor-informed approaches, and strong labor protections ahead of major sporting events. These measures should be integrated into planning and funding decisions from the outset. Thank you.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Hola, comentario público.
Hi, general public comment.
Okay, comentario público, moción 20, traducción, por favor.
Okay, item 20, general public comment, and I will need translation.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
1 minuto para cada uno. Adelante.
Okay. Buenos días, mi nombre es Yamile de Paz, soy miembro de la Unión Local 11, he trabajado en Flying Food por 2 años y vivo en Los Ángeles.
Hi, my name is Yamila de Paz. I am a member of Unite Here Local 11, and I've been working at Flying Food Group for the last 22 years.
Estoy aquí para pedirles, por favor, que voten no en el artículo 20.
I'm here to ask you to vote no on item 20.
Los Ángeles deberían liberar la nación en el apoyo a los trabajadores antes de las Olimpiadas del 2028.
Los Angeles should be able to free their workers to be able to have better access, especially when facing world events like the Olympics.
No debilitar las protecciones para las mismas personas que harán posibles estos Juegos.
Not weaken the protections for the very people that make these games possible.
Los trabajadores de la hospitalidad mantuvieron viva en esta industria durante la pandemia.
No, Paul.
Merecen salarios justos y atención médica.
Hospitality workers have kept the economy alive during the pandemic, and we need a livable wage as well as health care.
No queremos otro año de espera mientras las corporaciones obtienen ganancias olímpicas.
We don't want to wait another year while these corporations are making millions of dollars off of the Olympics.
En cambio, esta moción retrasaría los aumentos salariales, las mejoras en atención médica y crearía excepciones que eliminarían la cobertura de los trabajadores de restaurantes y de hoteles por completo.
And so instead, we want to be able to increase salaries for workers through the Olympic wages they're supposed to be, as well as to have health care for all members of the industry, including hotel restaurant workers.
No recompensen las amenazas corporativas y rechacen el artículo 20 y
General.
apoyen por favor a las familias trabajadoras. Gracias.
Don't give in to the corporate pressures to vote for Proposition 20. Vote no and support workers.
Saludos, mi nombre es Eloísa Galindo, soy miembro de ACE, reclamando nuestras escuelas ISA y Padres contra la privatización.
Hi, my name is Eloísa Galindo. I'm an ACE member, and I also wanted to talk about
Ace.
reclaiming our schools.
Remember them guys? Awesome.
Nosotros
Ace.
en ACE hemos apoyado esta lucha para un sueldo olímpico desde el comienzo.
At ACE, we have been fighting for Olympic wages since the beginning of this fight.
Les insto a que voten no a dañar el salario olímpico.
We urge you to vote no to hurting Olympic wages.
Estamos hablando de la cuarta economía más grande del mundo, California.
California has the fourth largest economy in the world.
Yo he estado aquí muchas veces pidiéndoles que
You got plenty of money. Give it here.
no privaticen la educación pública, que pongan viviendas justas,
You got
que
plenty of
tengan
money.
salud
Give it
pública y ustedes no hacen caso.
And I've been coming here many times asking you to not privatize public education, to provide fair housing and wages.
¿Y saben cuál es el problema tan grande? Es que muchos de ustedes están vendidos con las corporaciones, con los billonarios.
And you see, the problem is that you all are sellouts. You all are here that have been sold to all of these billionaire corporations.
Yo veo redadas de ICE, veo gente viviendo en la calle y ustedes sacan eso en propaganda y eso no es justo.
And we're coming through ICE raids. We have people living on the street, and then you come out with this propaganda?
Recibo campañas que dicen pagado por asociación de apartamentos. Es una vergüenza que ustedes estén recibiendo dinero en lugar de estar con este pueblo que les está pidiendo un salario justo.
We're seeing all these advertisements that are saying that it's been paid by the apartment associations, and it should be a shame. You should feel ashamed for that because you should be here listening to us and giving us what we need.
Por eso está así California.
Your time has expired.
That's why it's
You
called
should be
California.
ashamed.
Ya se le acabó su tiempo.
You're not helping me.
1 minute for general.
120 también.
I'm sorry, I wanted to also say, comment on item 20.
Okay,
Now she's
sorry,
gonna get
go ahead.
extra
You have an
time?
additional minute.
Okay, disculpe.
Now
faltan
she gets
3
an
segundos.
additional minute.
Por eso está así California, porque ustedes están dándole la espalda al pueblo.
And because we're living in California and you're turning
She
your
doesn't
backs
know how a
on the
mic
people
works,
of
pretty.
California.
Porque muchos de ustedes están comiendo la misma mesa con los políticos vendidos y con las corporaciones, riéndose de nosotros, el pueblo que les paga sus salarios.
And many of you are over there sitting at the same table with all the other sellout politicians and the corporate billionaires laughing at all the things that you're doing to us.
Y ustedes los políticos
They are.
vendidos entiendan que deben servir al pueblo.
And I want you sellout politicians to understand that you should be serving the people.
Yo sé cuántos de aquí están a favor del pueblo porque los he visto como a Ulises Hernández.
And I know those who are out here who are really here for the people, like Ulises Hernández.
Y también estoy viendo cómo están los billboards grandes para atacar a los políticos que nos están apoyando, el pueblo.
And I've been looking around and seeing all those big billboards out there attacking the very politicians that are actually here for the people.
En verdad recapaciten, porque es el pueblo el que los hace grandes, es el pueblo el que trabaja por ustedes.
And it's really important for you to understand, and I reiterate, that you should be working for the people. You are representing the people.
Quieren que les muestre cómo traer por correo llegan papeles Estamos apoyando a los homeless, estamos apoyando a los trabajadores y ahorita les están dando la espalda.
And I get all of these different papers about people's campaigns saying that we're all for housing, we're all for supporting workers, and then you're turning your backs.
Why would you care if you can't vote?
Pónganse a trabajar por el
Speaker,
pueblo.
now your time has expired.
Why would you care if you can't vote?
For the people. Ya se
Right?
acabó
They
su
can't
tiempo.
vote, right? Why are they getting all that? They can't vote, right?
Okay.
Huh.
Good
Huh.
morning. What would you like to speak to?
Huh, they can't vote.
So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, so appreciate everybody's
Why send them all
enthusiasm
that
on both
stuff?
sides. I also
They
appreciate
can't vote.
everybody's here, but in order to accommodate as many people as possible, please keep your applause to a minimum. I hear from as many people.
Mi nombre es Elisa, comentario general, moción 20.
Hi, my name is Elisa. I would like to comment on item 20 and general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Un minuto para cada uno. Adelante.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Elisa Valencia y soy miembro de Local 11.
Hi, good morning. My name is Elisa Valencia, and I'm a member of Local 11.
Soy constituyente del concejal Price.
I'm a council member Price's constituent.
Trabajo en Fly Food ya por 2 años. Soy empacadora. Empacamos más de 20 aerolíneas.
And I've been working for Flying Food Groups for 2 years as a
You big
packer.
dummy.
I've been packing for about 20 airlines.
Estamos aquí para pedirles que voten no al artículo 20.
We're here to ask you to vote no on item 20.
Como dijo el presidente de la federación, hoy es un día vergonzoso para la ciudad de Los Ángeles cuando nuestros representantes políticos apoyan a las grandes corporaciones.
Like the public commenter from the Federation of Labor said previously, today is a shameful day for the city of Los Angeles when our politicians go to support corporate billionaires.
Ulysses looks like a
Nuestros
wad of
líderes
chewed bubble
electos
gum.
que nosotros elegimos hoy nos están atrasando nuestro salario, están retrasando la atención médica.
And today,
Fucking
our
bubble
elected
tape.
officials are voting on whether or not they want to take away our wages as well as taking away our health care.
Ustedes saben cuánto tiempo luchamos por esta victoria.
You know how long we've been fighting for this win.
Saben que luchamos contra una campaña millonaria para parar este sueldo.
And you know we've been fighting against a millionaire campaign that have been opposing us in these wages.
La industria no puede ganar su apoyo, porque aquí estamos nosotros los trabajadores, los que trabajamos más de 12 horas diarias para poder sobrevivir en Los Ángeles.
And so the industry can't win because you have your workers here that are looking at you now, workers who spend over 12 hours a day working to be able to support themselves to live in Los Angeles.
¿Saben cómo sí afectaría la economía de Los Ángeles retrasando nuestro aumento?
Do you know what would impact the economy in Los Angeles? It would be taking away our wages.
Porque nosotros nos gastamos nuestro dinero aquí en Los Ángeles. Nosotros pagamos renta aquí en Los Ángeles.
Because we're the ones that's spending our money in LA. We're the ones paying the rent.
La mayoría de los dueños de las grandes corporaciones ni siquiera viven aquí en Los Ángeles.
And a lot of these corporate billionaire owners don't even live here.
Por favor, voten no
They don't even live
a la
here.
moción 20. Gracias.
Please vote no on item 20. Thank you.
Before the next speaker begins, I'd like to call up a few more names. Stacy Segarra Berlinger,
Oh.
Jenny Guerrero, Jolyn Mallard, Ezekiel Olvera, Goodson, Hayden Muir, and Maria Salinas.
Good afternoon. What would you like to speak to?
Comentario público y Nación 20.
Public comment in 20.
Okay, so
Where's
you have
Stacy?
1
I
minute
don't
for
see
each.
her.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
no, I see her now. She's coming up.
Buenos días,
She's
me
there.
llamo Oscar Turcio, soy miembro de Local 11.
Good morning. My name is Oscar Turcios. I'm a member of Local 11.
He trabajado en Fly Food por 3 años, soy dishwasher.
I've worked as a dishwasher in Flying Food Group for 3 years.
Nosotros somos la columna vertebral de LAX.
We are the backbone of LAX.
Yo trabajo para apoyar a mi madre y 2 hermanas pequeñas.
I'm working to support my mother and 2 younger siblings.
Mi compañía reportó 112.5 millones en venta el año pasado.
My company reported $112.5 billion in sales.
I told you they were
last year.
billions, not
Y
millions.
ustedes le quieren dar alivio a ellos.
And you want to provide relief for them.
¿Dónde está el alivio para nosotros los trabajadores?
Where's the relief for us, the workers?
Por favor, voten no al artículo 20. Gracias.
Please vote no on Article 20, Item 20.
Before the next speaker begins, I'll call up a few more people.
All right, now we're
Stephen
back to where we
Klubeck,
were.
Kurt Peterson, Ashia Anderson, Fabiana Fuentes, and Ezekiel Olvera.
Ezekiel
Good
Elliott's
afternoon.
in
What
there?
would you like to speak to?
Plays for the
General
Cowboys.
public comment and item
Or
20.
used to.
Okay, so you have 1 minute
I
for
think
each.
he's
Go
in the
ahead.
league
Thank you
anymore.
so much. Hello, council members. My name is Nick Stewart-Block. I'm a senior researcher at Lane. A full year after council voted to pass the Olympic wage, the motion before you cuts wages in healthcare for workers about to host the world's largest events. We urge you to vote no. The shameless push by the tourism industry to repeal the business tax in exchange for cutting wages is being justified by the same tired argument that the tourism industry is in crisis and can only be resolved off the backs of workers. But this is not the first time the tourism industry has used scare tactics to stall stronger working standards. When LA City Council passed higher healthcare benefits for airport workers in 2009, industry spokespeople warned that flights would decrease as a result. LAX then saw record passenger numbers every year over the next decade. When LA City Council passed a hotel worker minimum wage in 2014, we heard repeatedly from industry groups that jobs would be lost, construction would decline, and hotel performance would fall. But our study comparing hotel markets between 2014 and 2019 showed that LA had the highest rate of hotel job growth, strong hotel performance, and in 2019 had the largest number of hotel projects under construction in the world. The industry's apocalyptic warnings could not have been more wrong. This dynamic is true today. Just 8 months into this policy's implementation, the industry has put out reports that blatantly disregard basic facts. The American Hotel and Lodging Association, one of the backers of the business tax repeal, makes the claim that 14,000 hotel workers will lose their jobs as a result of the Olympic wage, when there are only around 16,000 hotel workers in the city. They claim hotels have closed that are in fact still open, and another industry report repeatedly blurs the lines between predicted and actual job loss, showing no evidence for either. Similar points have been repeated every time workers have won higher wages, but these arguments could not be more cynical as the industry prepares to host in quick succession the World Cup, Super Bowl, and Olympics. We urge you to stand with tourism workers who are relying on wage and healthcare increases this July and to vote no on the motion before you. Thank you.
No, thank you. Where's Stacy? Oh, there she is.
Good afternoon. What would you like to speak to?
Item 20 in public comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute for
Why
each.
she
Go
wearing a
ahead.
bandana?
Good morning.
Or
My
face.
name is Joellen Mallard, and I am a member of Unite Here Local 11. I have worked as a cook feeding Los Angeles and its tourists for over 15 years. The Olympic wage represents a promise that the workers powering Los Angeles tourism will share in the city's Olympic success. This motion breaks that promise. We've heard that members of the council themselves call these tactics blackmail. If you know it's blackmail, the right answer is not to surrender. The proposed changes would cut wages by 20%, delay health care protections for a year, and carve out exemptions to strip coverage from hotel restaurant workers entirely. These are not adjustments. They are the industry getting through this council what they couldn't win from the voters. Reject this motion. Defend the dignity of workers across this city. I yield my time.
We'll see how they
Before
vote.
the next speaker begins, I'd like to call up a few more names. Yaharia Reyes, Mari D, Betty Toto, Mark Kraus, Brittany Taylor, and Emmanuel Cabrera.
Good afternoon. What would you like to speak to?
Where's 3-inch shrimp?
I'd
I'm
like to
missing.
speak on item 20.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item. Go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning. My name is Hayden Muir. I live in Heather Hutz District, District 10. I am a father of a 2-year-old, and I am a member of Unite Here Local 11. I work as a cook at the Waldorf Astoria, and I've been waiting for these healthcare protections to take effect.
That's a nice
Please
place.
vote no on item 20. This motion would delay healthcare protections for hotel workers for an entire year. Working families who have been waiting for these protections to kick in, finally counting on them this year, and now being told to wait again. The industry fought hard to strip this healthcare requirement, and now they want your help to delay it one more time. Workers have already defeated a multi-million-dollar campaign to take this away, thanks to Los Angeles voters. Vote no on item 20. Don't finish the job corporations couldn't. Thank you.
Good afternoon. What would you like to speak to?
Good afternoon. I would like to speak to item 20 and also public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Aisha Anderson, and I am a member of Unite Here Local 11. I see that Harris Dawson is nowhere to be found. He's been gone for such a long time, and I really wanted to talk directly to him since I am one of his constituents of his district, Leimert Park. So this council, also vote no on item 20. This council has a choice today. You can stand with $1 billion corporations demanding concessions, or you can stand with the workers like me who clean rooms, cook meals, greet visitors, and keep LA tourism alive. We have waited years for wages and protections that were supposed to start this year. Say no to this attempted bait and switch. Please defend the will of the voters and the dignity of working people. Vote no on item 20. By the way, I'm pretty sure lots of you have grandmothers. Don't we love our grandmothers? Well, you know how I spent my Mother's Day. I was working 10.5 hours at SLS Hotel in Beverly Hills to make sure everybody else had a wonderful Mother's Day, while my grandmother was in the ER, stressed because trying to figure out how are we going to fix the foundation beam in our ceiling. It's about to cave in. $26,000. 26, and my grandmother is stressed. And you're talking about taking away wages from me when I'm trying to help her. So in the famous words of Rihanna, pay me what you owe me, don't act like you forgot, bitch better have my money.
In the famous words of Rihanna. I don't think you wanted to quote Rihanna there, ma'am. Just gonna go out on a limb.
Which items would you like to speak to?
I really hate to follow that. That was incredible. I'll take items 18, 19, 20, and general public comment.
Okay, well, 3 minutes for the items, 1 minute for general public comment.
Thank you. I wish Grote had stayed up here. I haven't seen him in a while. Wanted to say hi. So item 18 is relative to funding for multidisciplinary services supporting victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, elder abuse, and human trafficking. This is obviously very necessary and a good motion to have on the agenda. I just think it's interesting how many issues that we have to deal with funding and supplementary solutions that often come down to housing. One of the main reasons, particularly women, become unhoused is because they're fleeing domestic violence and they don't have a place to go. Oftentimes, domestic violence includes financial abuse. I can speak to this because I'm a survivor of domestic violence and experienced financial abuse, and I remember being in that desperate situation of, do I stay? Because if I leave, I have nowhere to go. Item 19 is relative to an initiative petition regarding the repeal of the Los Angeles City business gross tax receipts on virtually all businesses operating in the city. Now, in this motion, we have potentially freezing unfunded positions in our upcoming adopted budget, because if this passes, we could be in even worse straits with relating to the budget. Although now what we're seeing is that the voters can pass something that the people worked for, and y'all can come in and make amendments to essentially gut it. We've seen that with ULA. We're seeing that with the Olympic wage. So I'm hoping if this does pass, maybe we could see some action on your end to help remediate some of the fallout we have. But I'm not going to count on that because it seems like y'all are owned by private interests and corporations. So moving on to item 20, I think it's a disgrace that we're even discussing these amendments or any sort of repeal. The workers and the voters have decisively said these people deserve a living wage. $30 an hour if you're working full time isn't even really enough to be earning a great living in LA. It's enough to get by. Y'all make over $200,000 a year on taxpayers' dimes, and you're debating over whether people who serve food and clean hotel rooms should just be able to afford a roof over their head and to feed their families. And I find that really disgraceful, and you should all be ashamed of yourself. And particularly the council member in this chambers who happens to be running for mayor. We should be hearing a lot more support from workers from her, at least if she wants anyone to vote for her for this upcoming election.
1 minute.
Tonight there was supposed to be a debate, televised with 4 different candidates, the first major one to include Ray, until Mayor Bass and Nithya both said no way. Disappointing as it is, it comes as no surprise. Nithya always runs when she senses demise, didn't want to be called out on all of her lies. She's paying Adam Conover to propagandize, and Hollywood is bankrolling her campaign because they're all good friends with Nithya's producer husband. She's a classic corrupt politician. Do you think the city's better now? Better now. In the years since Nithya's been around, some of us never thought she'd let us down. She promised everything, didn't deliver anything. Whoa. I can't help but notice that Hugo Soto Martinez's name is still up there for quorum, but I saw him out in the hallway. So maybe y'all want to address that and pay attention to the workers. Vote no on item 20.
There you go. And you forgot she's an Indian scammer.
Before the next speaker begins, I'd like to call up a few more names. Andrew Grabner, Ana Palacios, Eric Cruz, Reverend Gary Williams, Sheldon Taylor, and David Huerta.
Which items would you like to speak to?
I'm going to be speaking
Better
to
now,
general
Post Malone. You won,
comment
Herdy.
and item number 20.
Okay, you'll have 1 minute
Shout
for
out to
each. If you
Stacey.
could please start with item number 20.
18-time Grammy
Okay.
Award winner.
Council members, delaying this wage increase is not a neutral action. Delay is a decision. Delay means tourism workers continue falling behind while the cost of survival keeps rising. Working people in Los Angeles are being crushed by inflation, not just from rising oil and gas prices connected to the war, but from the continued rise in the essentials people cannot live without: food, rent, housing, transportation, and basic necessities. Consumer prices just rose 3.8%, the sharpest increase in 3 years. Gas prices jumped 5.4% in a single month. Families are paying more every time they buy groceries, pay rent, or fill their tank. And yet, while workers are struggling to survive, the hotel and travel industry continues reporting billions in revenue and growing profits. Hilton reported nearly $3 billion in quarterly revenue with 9% year-over growth. Delta brought in over $14 billion in revenue this quarter and exceeded private expectations despite higher fuel costs. Hotel room revenues are continue to rise across the industry. So the question becomes, if the industry can absorb record profits, why are workers expected to absorb permanent economic pain? These workers kept this industry alive through instability, crisis, and recovery. They are not asking for luxury. They are asking for the ability to live in the city they help power every single day. This fight has already dragged on for more than 3 years through nonstop attacks and delayed taxes on powerful hotel and tourism interests. At some point, we have to stop protecting corporate comfort over human survival. A $30 living wage is not radical in Los Angeles in 2026. What is radical is expecting people who clean rooms, prepare food, move luggage, and keep this tourism economy functioning to survive on wages that no longer match the reality of this economy. I urge you, reject this delay motion and stand with the workers, not corporate.
Other way, ma'am. Other way.
Thank you.
Oh, Andrew Grabner's coming
Which
up.
items would you like to speak to?
Item 20.
Under or over 2 snorts?
Good morning. My name is Manny Cabrera. I am a member of
Any
United
of
Here
the-
Local 11. I work at the Western Bonaventure, and after
On the
9
mic,
years, I still
counts
struggle
as
to
one.
make rent. Vote no on item 20. This proposal would cut wages for hotel workers by more than 20% and delay health care protections for a full year. This law was already a compromise. Workers waited years for a law to pass, then waited again while corporations delay a $25 rate until this July. Enough waiting. These are not just members. These are just not numbers. They are rent payment workers need to make. Healthcare protection workers were promised. And because of that, families were stretched even thinner. We fought for the Olympic wage because workers in the
He's in
city
the chat
deserve
room right
dignity
now, I
and
have a
respect.
feeling.
Now, after failing with the
He's on his
voters,
phone, you can
corporations,
tell.
because of their greed, are trying to pressure the council into doing what the voters will soundly
It's like
reject.
right next to his eye. He like puts it
Please
on his
stand
eye
with
to
the
read it.
workers, not corporate pressure campaigns. Vote no and stop this shakedown.
Like, bro, take that thing back. I think it's time to get some new glasses. A new prescription, bud. It doesn't need to be that close to your face.
My name is Maria Briones. I'm a member of ACE.
I'm sorry, which items would you like to speak to, ma'am?
Excuse me?
Which items would you like to speak to?
Number 20 and public comment.
Okay, you'll have 1
I'm
minute
not
for
going
each.
to repeat every word that everybody has been saying. It's just that you guys need to be fair. You have to remember where you're coming from. Every one of you were not born rich. You were poor
Rich?
like us. You worked hard like us. You broke your backs working like us. Now you have a seat. You're making a lot of money, and you are forgetting your roots. That is rude. And Mr. Dawson, for you to back on your word, that is a shame.
True.
For John Lee to start also this revocation of the raise in the wages, it's a shame. He's a sold out, and most of you are sold outs too. So you have to abide by the rules of the government. And you guys gave your word that you guys were going to accept the raise for the workers. And that is a shame that you guys are backing out on it. So you have no word, you have no shame, you have no honor. Is that what it is? How much did they pay you? How much, you know, the millionaires had been in the back and they had been laughing at us all morning. That is unfair. They have no shame. After all, you know, the people right behind me are the ones who making them rich, because we are hard worker people. We are hardworking people. We honor our word, and we honor our, as well our works. So stop being so shameful. Stop being so cheating. Stop being so greedy. My God, these people need the protection from you. You have to give it to them. Thank you.
Yeah, don't be shady. Stop it already. Stop voting for them, man. Please, stop voting for them,
As
man.
indicated
Please.
on the kiosk, all items in general public comment.
Okay, so you have
All right,
3
here we
minutes for
go.
the items and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
So item 7 is related to the
That was
mayor's
close.
emergency declaration related to the devastating wildfires in the Palisades, other parts of the city. So this recovery effort has been very focused on rebuilding for the Olympics and for all the big sporting events, and not for rebuilding communities and the homes at a speedy and efficient rate. And the council member for the 11th district, one beloved council member of the Pacific Palisades, literally has made no effort to lobby the federal government to actually Trump to stop his nonsense, send in the aid for the wildfires and such. She's too busy thanking him at events and such. That's what Park does. And she said very little about the ice raids, of course. So let's see. Let's move on to. We've got a few other things here. So we've got tree care in CD1. That's good. A lot of the trees need to be trimmed a lot more. There's a lot of very overgrown trees around the city. So if we can get those trees trimmed a little bit so that they're not obstructing the sidewalk or things like that, that would be interesting.
Sounds like Darth Vader.
So we have item 18, which is related to supporting victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, things like that. So, again, as many might know, I think it's like 40% of cops beat up their wives. The LAPD is currently covering up certain incidents regarding sexual assault that their own officers may have committed within their department. Heard like the Gabriel Espada's case and things like that you all have not said anything about. So you should probably work on that a little bit. So we have repealing the business tax. It's item 19. it seems like at the very least, I mean, this is like a ballot measure, so there's not much you can do about it, I guess. But it does seem like that at least big corporations and such should still be paying these business taxes and things like that. They can definitely afford to do. So we have item 20. So MHD wants to delay the minimum wage increase for tourism workers. So this minimum wage increase already is pretty insufficient, frankly, and such. It's $30 an hour is not even really a living minimum wage in the city. That's how high the cost of living is. So now you want to delay it even more. It should be higher than $30 an hour, and it should apply to all workers in the city and such. But no, you just want to delay it even more. So, yeah, welcome back. Took a little break there, Tim. So you started 40 minutes late today. What was going on that required you to start the meeting 40 minutes late? You got a huge crowd of people here. You won't even give an apology or an explanation. Mark, please just made a comment. Oh yeah, we're starting late. Then he walked out. He was the one who was delaying the meeting the most. He walked in like 39 minutes after the meeting started. Walked out 5 minutes after the meeting started. Has been nowhere to be seen the rest of the meeting.
And
such. So now we're hearing that confirmation that ICE is going to be at the World Cup. So what are you all going to say or do about it? Are you all going to oppose that or not? Fire Jim McDonnell. These World Cup and Olympics are making things more unsafe for everyone, giving Trump all these extra law enforcement powers, which he's going to use to target undocumented immigrants and everyone he doesn't like. Fire Jim McDonnell. Sheesh.
All right, over wins.
Next speaker. Good afternoon. What would you like to speak to?
Hola, mi nombre es Ana Palacios. Soy miembro del local 11 de Unite Here, local 11.
Good morning. My name is Ana Palacios. I am a member of United Here, local 11.
Vengo aquí nuevamente porque estoy muy indignada.
I'm here again because I'm very upset.
I bet.
Tener que volver a hablar de algo que ya se ganó.
Because I have to come back here and talk about something that was already won.
Yo luché como muchos trabajadores aquí presentes en huelga de hambre, en llenar firmas.
I worked and fought alongside other workers who are here today. We've done hunger strikes and we've done all types of other organizing.
Tener que moverme muchos días y temprano, dejando a mi familia para lograr un objetivo.
Having to move around and getting up early to try and achieve this goal.
Un objetivo que se ganó, un objetivo por el cual muchos trabajadores tuvieron que hacer lo mismo.
A goal that was already achieved, and there are many other workers that had to do the same thing as I did.
Siento vergüenza ajena por ustedes.
I feel vicarious shame for you.
¿Por qué el retroceso? ¿Por qué tener que retroceder algo que ya ustedes votaron?
Why are we backpedaling on something that you guys already voted for?
¿Saben qué? Nosotros ganamos peleando en la calle.
You know what? We won by fighting in the streets.
Sin el dinero de las grandes corporaciones que sí lo tienen, los millonarios.
Without any money like these other big corporations that do have it to do this work.
Hicimos nuestro trabajo.
We did our job.
¿Qué es lo que ustedes necesitan ver para que puedan entender que necesitamos este dinero, el sueldo olímpico?
What do you need to see from us for you to be able to understand that we need these Olympic wages?
Ustedes tienen la decisión. Ustedes saben lo que cuesta vivir en Los Ángeles.
You all have a decision to make. You all know how much it costs to live in Los Angeles.
Quiero que mantengan su palabra, que le den la confianza a todos sus votantes por los cuales ustedes están sentados aquí.
We want you to keep your word. We want you to maintain the trust that we could have in you because we voted for you.
Mantengan con firmeza su votación anterior.
Keep to the initial vote you had.
Como nosotros vamos a mantener la lucha para que digan no en esta proposición.
And we will do our part and continue our fight to make sure that we are all voting no on this item.
Los votantes, los trabajadores de Los Ángeles necesitan tener la confianza, sentir que confían en ustedes.
Voters, workers in Los Angeles, we all need to have that trust.
Vamos a seguir luchando por mantener el sueldo olímpico como está.
That's
We're
it,
going to
Roy.
continue to fight for our Olympic wages as they should be.
Gracias.
Thank you.
They're basically borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, and Peter hasn't even
Before
given
the
them
next
the
speaker
money
begins,
yet.
I'd like to call up Maria Tinoco and Claudette Contreras.
Good afternoon. What would you like to speak to?
Item number 20. My name is Sheldon Taylor. I'm a USWW SEIU member.
Local.
The first week in June, it'll be 35 years I've worked at LAX. And I got a phone call while I was sitting out here from my uncle telling me that my first cousin just passed. And his name is Kenneth Atwood, and I'm going to read his name into the record.
Rest in peace,
You know
Kenneth.
what? We've been coming here for over 3 years for this. We had to sit off in a committee room for a couple of times when Price was heading the committee for tourism for us to get this money. We feel like we're begging now. We went to the committee. They changed the committee. They was going to vote on it. Then they canceled the vote that day. Now
General
they
public
voted
comment.
for it. Can the city just please vote no? I can understand it's hard to stand up against, big corporate. Not hard, but you want to be fair, I guess. But, we didn't fall for this. We didn't be coming there for 3 years. Can you just stand up and say no? Stand up with the workers in your constituency, in your area, and just say, hey, look, no, we're going to stand up. We're going to stand by our word and just say no to the corporation. Because it's not, you already voted for it and said, yes, you didn't pass it. We didn't have referendums. They didn't pass it with the city and everything. We didn't been through this. Just say, no.
Kimmy, they're on lunch break. That's why the chairs are empty.
No to you. Let's not rewrite the maps like what are we doing? Let's not rewrite the map. Let's just say, hey, look, we're going to say no to the corporations and stand with the workers. Thank you.
Yeah. Again, they're all on their lunch break because that's how much they care about the people.
Next speaker.
Their constituents that voted for
Good
them to
afternoon.
get
What
them
would you
into
like
the
to speak
power
to?
position that they're in.
Item 20?
That's how they care.
Okay.
They don't
And
even
is it
show
just
up.
Item 20 or is it item 20 in general?
In general.
In
please.
fact, there's only
So-
3 out of
Go ahead. You have
15.
1 minute.
Good morning. My name is
3
Belinda
out of
Gonzalez.
15. That's not
I'm
even a
member
quorum.
of USWW. I work as a passenger service agent in LAX for 3 years. I'm just here to remind the council
Yeah, no
that we
problem.
can't continue to listen to millionaires while Angeles are barely making ends meet. It doesn't make sense. We shouldn't be trying to keep people housed, not unhoused. I ask that you stand with the workers, the same workers that our airport run every day. So please vote no on 20. Thank you.
Now there's 4 of them there. Show me which one of the 4 is even paying attention and even looking at any of them. Not
Good
one of
afternoon.
them.
What would you like to speak to?
Not one of the
On
4 is
item
even
20?
looking at them.
Okay, go ahead. You have 1 minute.
Thank you. My name is David Huerta, and I'm here for public comment on item 20. I'm here to urge you to vote no on the motion. This city and this council made a promise to the essential workers that make LAX run and the hospitality industry run. Workers are predominantly workers of color, Black, brown, API, immigrant workers. The Olympic wage was a recognition that as a city, workers who make this economy work are to be seen, that they're valued, that they matter, that their work deserves to be compensated. For too long, workers have been paid poverty wages and denied health care. You changed that and changed the lives of tens of thousands of workers in Los Angeles. Workers like Jovan Houston, who is here today and went on a hunger strike, and her life has been changed because she has health care. This is a matter of justice, social justice, economic justice, worker justice, immigrant worker justice. And I just want to say, we have entered into the last 72 hours in good faith to reach an agreement.
General.
And for them to hold hostage this city, these workers, and deny them the justice that they deserve, that is not justice. That is greed. And this city council, if it votes for this today, is rewarding that behavior of greed. And I ask this council to vote no. Thank you.
So all they want is no on 20, and we'll see if they vote yes on 20. I bet they do. Money talks, bullshit walks, right? So all that, I'm telling you, you got to be getting kickbacks.
Okay, I believe that concludes public comment. There are no more speakers on the queue.
Council President, all the names have been called.
Oh, is one more speaker? Okay, one more speaker. Sorry, go ahead, sir.
Next speaker.
This is the last speaker that we have who's signed the list.
Good afternoon.
Okay, who's ever yelling in the back, you need to stop or leave. This is your only warning.
That was the woman in a black shirt, and I believe it was a blue or denim vest. Good afternoon,
Blob's
sir.
on
What
it.
would you like to speak to?
Blob don't want her
Good
talking.
afternoon. This is just a public
Shut up
comment.
back there.
Yes, you have
I'm
1
here
minute.
representing my community of El Sereno in regards to some slumlord tactics that we've had in our neighborhood. And I just want to, we have a immediate press release that we're going to talk about, but I just want to give every single council member that's here a copy of the immediate release and just list some of our demands very quickly. We want to apply East Side standards equal to the West Side standards for ED1. Please pause ED1 by right approvals for developers under active enforcement, federal scrutiny, ability.
The water
litigation,
bubble gum's back.
release outstanding PRAs
Finished
within 3 days,
grazing, I
including
guess.
the city's replies to SOLA, its doable email. Ask Council Member Jurado to freeze the funds that they're using for the development, immediate funds to the development, and halt LAPD escort of this project immediately. That's happening right now as we speak. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that concludes public comment. Before we move any further, we're going to take a
You're kidding. No
20-minute recess.
No way.
And
No
if
way.
folks can be back here by 5 to 1, and we'll start no later than 1 to return back to council. So we are taking a short recess.
Oh, that's bullshit. Fuck, shut up. And there it is, guys. So I guess we'll just talk about it on Friday, because I'm not going to wait another 20, 25 minutes for them to have their lunch and figure that shit out. I got things I got to do today. And they should have already been done. Again, we started, as Graebner said, 45 minutes late? 45 minutes? I don't think it was that late, but it was late, right? We know how long did we sit here watching the blue screen. I got shit to do, you know. So, yeah, these motherfuckers, dude. So, it is what it is. So, I'm gonna finish this bowl, and then I'm gonna take off, because I know them. 20 minutes ain't gonna be 20 minutes. It's gonna be 35, 37 minutes by the time they come back. And all we're gonna do is have them vote. They're probably gonna vote the other way, and I guarantee you, regardless, it's gonna be on the news. I assure you, because it's a big vote. It involves a lot of folks. It involves LAX. It's a big vote. But you see how they are? 39 exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. But that's a long time to be late. You know, I get being 9 minutes late, but not 39 minutes late. Not when you represent the second largest city in the entire country. But that's how DEI gets it done. They show up. Well, I'm here, ain't I? I get there when I get there. Shit finna start when it starts. That's the answer you're gonna get. And that's why the city has done nothing but nosedive since those 15 DEI hires have been in place. Okay? So that's how that works. Mogul. I mean, we'll talk about it on Friday, but I'm pretty sure you'll see it on the news, because again, there'll be an uproar in there for the moment. Either way, there'll be an uproar, because they'll be cheering if they vote no on the measure, right? Because that means they're siding with the people. And if they don't side with the people and vote yes on the measure, those people are going to erupt either way, right? Wouldn't they be mad? So either way, they're going to cheer or be angry. You're going to hear from them. And I would have liked to hear it, but I know these folks. They're always late. They're never on time. When 20 minutes never means 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got a few things I have to do today, so just sucks. Yeah, Karen Bass is cooked. I agree with you. She's done. She's not getting another term. But see, their monkey, wrench was their throw the wrench in the plan was the throwing Nithya, noodle in there. That was their plan. Because they knew if they didn't run Nithya, that Bass would have got fucking just absolutely freight trained by Spencer Pratt. So how do you stop the freight train? You give them an alternative. And that alternative voted 76 times to not clean encampments in front of schools and all that stuff. That's the kind of person she is. Now, I guarantee you, if you and I went to her $3 million home, I guarantee you there ain't no encampments there. Not on her street. Nope. No guy in an RV out front pissing, stealing the power, doing drugs, so her kids, when they're out rollerblading or skateboarding, have to see that shit on their little bicycles walking to school or whatever. They don't got to see that. So again, don't let these people on the on Twitter and everywhere else fucking fool you with their, there's no way he's got a chance, and look at the polls. I don't give a fuck about the polls. They told you she was going to win without a doubt, and she didn't. In fact, there was 2 that should have won that they said were going to win and didn't. If I remember correctly, 2 times the polls were wrong. Remember, who's making the poll? So, yeah. Don't believe the hype, ladies and gentlemen. It's all a show. And at this point, I'd rather have that dude who knows nothing about politics. He barely knows about the, city of Los Angeles. He couldn't do much worse than the ones we have now. Just couldn't. And that's where I'm at. And I think that's where a lot of people are at. Again, you can talk all the shit you want, right? Get mad at people like me for voicing our opinions about it, but we can just drive and see it. You can just see it. Nothing, not one thing is better. Nothing. Nothing got better while they were in power. Nothing. Not one thing. Now, they may tell you lots got better, but you won't see it. Won't be any actual result that's tangible that your eyes can see. You won't see that. And anything they may have done, even little, it probably took 12 years. Somebody else is doing, and then they picked up the football and ran with it after all the red tape bullshit. So we'll see what goes on. Hopefully people will get smart. Hopefully these people get smart. The people that vote for these folks but they won't. They'll just keep being the especially right now. See, this is critical. You'll keep all that vote if you just side with them right here. And those will be lifelong voters. They love us. They actually love us. But yet, you heard the guy. He said, I feel like I'm begging. I'm begging just to get my shit that I deserve, that we already won. So, there's that. I'll see you guys on Friday. Friday night, 8 p.m. for the show, of course. Pacific Standard Time. Don't forget, keep the notifications on. Hopefully we get a chase. I'll be around. I got things to do today, so I'm going to hop off. But I'm sure if you look on the local news, they'll talk about this vote, because this will be a big vote. So, appreciate all you guys. Thank you for the likes, the love, the donos. The thumbs ups work, and they are free. Have a fantastic hump day, and I will see you guys on Friday. Be good. Bye.
This party is officially over.
Keep that bell on.